have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I'll make mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night getting. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, hear them scream, okay, it's a dream. And I pray as a team, one day it'll be me. If I want it, then I'll get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay, I just visit. Have no shame, I admit it. Looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now. Swear to God, man, I'ma make it soon. Silence all the haters as they see us making moves. I do what I want, so I got nothing to prove. Staying motivated, teaching others what to do. I'm staying focused, my mind is open. They start to notice that I'm in motion. There is no potion, you're not just chosen. It takes devotion to stay composed, man. Never stop, never stop, there ain't no time to fall. Try to live, get it up, you got one life to pop. Thinking big, never small, cause you gotta want it all. When you finally get that call, you get ready, take it on. Need a handout, I already stand out. Starting to advance now, ready to expand now. You don't have a chance now, cause we're in demand now. Make it 5 grand now, feeling in command now. They're looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me.
What's going on, comrades, and welcome to another exciting episode of Gunpla Hangar. Tonight, we are building the Z-gok experiment, aka the ZGok-E. This is a kit that I figured I would do since I've been busy for today. I went to my local parade and got to walk around a little bit. Got recognized by a few people that know me for who I am, not for the channel, of course. I'm not that famous yet, guys. But what's going on? Let's see who we got here. First off, I'm going to go ahead and add our first pilot to the hangar. It's Dave's Dimension. Dave, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up? How you feeling?
Not much, man. Doing good, doing good. Got in about a mile's worth of walking done, so I feel great. And celebrated by eating a bag of beef jerky, drinking a Coke, and two mini Snickers. So I don't know how much of the exercise just got saved there.
So, well, you're in a sugar high anyways, right?
Oh, God, yeah. Plus, on top of that, we're having a 0 sugar high with our W Beach and Peach. That's the drink of choice for tonight, guys. I love the Beach and Peach. It's now my second favorite. Dragonade's always going to have my first. It's always going to be my first love.
Oh, by the way, in honor of your latest TikTok, I had pork chops for dinner.
Which one?
The
Oh,
grab that grab from the game the other night.
oh yeah. Here comes the piggy. That's like my favorite war cry now. Dave, I see you're here. That's right. Dave's here, guys. He's in here. It was starting at 8:30, guys. I was in the our local parade, but it was a lot of fun. I saw a lot of people that knew me from me, so nobody said, "Hey, there's Kouldbayne."
Were you dressed up in any special fashion?
I had a pair of reindeer antlers on, but that's about it.
Okay.
There probably won't be any pictures because it was more for work.
Okay.
But, yeah. So I couldn't get any pictures, but we had a blast. I hung out with like one of my coworkers' kids for a little bit. We were sitting there talking Fortnite and Pokemon and all that, so it was a lot of fun. And Berserker, how's it going? Freya.
I want to thank you and Jen for all the support you did with the
Toys
for Tots because we raised over $600.
I am so proud of you, brother. That's amazing, man. I had to support that, man. That's a good cause, man.
We've already I transferred the money over to because my group, the Buffalo Ghostbusters, they do Toys for Tots, so we're combining the amount together.
Nice.
And my team member was like, I was like, I'm gonna send it to PayPal, and he's like, whoa, is this right? I was like, yeah. I said, leave it up to a couple of nerds. You'd be surprised what we can pull off.
You and Duff, man, I'm so proud of y'all because that was that whole community as a general did a great job in bringing that together. But you and Duff, man, ran that so well, man, and it was so good. Like I got to watch most of it. I had to break away around like 3:00, but it was a great time, man.
And honestly, I was just the face. I was the face, and I was just the platform. It's really all Duff Man because I mean, Duff Man's the one who came up to me and says, "Hey, I'm gonna make a diorama, and we're gonna raffle it off. Everything goes to Toys for Tots." And it was him who supplied the RoboCop and the deluxe RoboCop in the comics. The only thing I supplied was the Casey Jones NECA. Everything else was Duff Man, so he really deserves the credit.
I'm about to say Duff Man's a great member of this community, and he's been through so much. But I'm so proud to have all of y'all actually as members. Okay, this is gonna drive me nuts.
Now I'm doing the Wing Gundam Sky Zero.
Ooh, so that's one of the
battle log
ones. Yeah, the battle log ones. Well, I see why this isn't going in place. Clean up some of those runner shavings there.
And for anyone who goes to their Targets to pick up Gundams, check in the regular toy aisles.
Yeah, that's where mine are now.
I'm not a big fan of that.
I'm not either, but at the same time, like, that's kind of how they were when they first came out.
Yeah.
Back in the day, our Walmart used to carry them, and that was kind of an interesting thing.
Well, Walmart.com still does.
Really?
If you go on Walmart.com, you type in Gundam, you'll find Gundam kits.
By the way, Dave, I'm already working on the mono eye here tonight.
Yeah.
Look at that color for that mono eye. It's really good. I would love to have like a tiny LED based inside of it.
Or even like with some of the Transformers, they'll have like the back of the head has the plastic sticking out there, so you can just kind of put a little LED flashlight right against it, like a keychain light, and it'll make it glow that way. So that could be another thought too.
That's a good idea. I like that. Troy, how's it going, brother? Tonight, welcome to the stream. I'm glad to see everybody here tonight. That's right, Berserker. I love that quote right there, man. That's so good. Kenneth, how's it going? Dave, by the way, can say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I heard your audio turn off, so I was like,
no, I just muted it for a second because I was coughing.
You're good. Kenneth Bird, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. There's the man of the hour, Duff Man. How's it going, guys? I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Jen said, "Piggy!" Talking about, here comes the pig, or who wants to see the piggy? It's one of my favorite.
That needs to go on a shirt.
Yeah, I'm working on one right now. I don't want to because it was a Britterbug thing, so I don't want to take
Yeah.
any thunder from her.
Well, no, if Britterbug, I mean, that should be a shirt like for her. I mean, she really needs to, just do something.
So what I'm thinking about doing is taking a character that kind of looks like a Fortnite character and having that on there. But on the back, I want to make sure that I want to make sure Britterbug gets some recognition there because that was all her. That was a fun night. Will, what's going on, brother? How are you? Chilling like a villain? That's right.
I actually picked up 2 Gundams today. I picked up this one and I picked up the HD Heavy Arms.
Nice, man. That Heavy Arms is like one of my favorite OG suits. Yeah.
Well, I love the suit itself, but I think I have some silver paint. I think I'm gonna like weather little parts of it because Heavy Arms should have some battle damage on it.
Oh God, yes. As someone who is a big like Gundam Wing fan,
oh yeah,
the amount of damage those suits took and every and they would show the damage later on. Like you would see them like in the hangar all damaged up, which was something that you didn't see a lot of in the old Gundam series. Like you would see it every now and then. Like when I watched Char's counterattack, my God, when that one suit takes that massive amount of damage, man, that hurt. That hurt watching that. All right, I gotta look and see how this is done. Okay, so arms are there. That's gonna be forward. Yep. And then these are going on the back here. Okay. But the parade was a lot of fun. I saw a lot of people that I used to work with. One of them actually said, "Hey, when are you coming? We want you back. We want you back. Can you come back?"
How does Philip want?
And my director, without missing a beat, goes, "He's mine now. Y'all can't have him back." I was like, "Aw, that makes me feel special."
His soul is ours.
Pretty much. But I'll tell you right now, I do love the company I work for. They are. It's so great to have be a part of a medical facility that puts its patients first. So, it's such a great feeling.
They're patients and not numbers.
Exactly, and that's the way it should be.
That reminded me. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, man.
I was going to say, my job made the mistake of having me in a focus group last week.
Oof. I imagine you told it like it was, brother.
Well, first off, they because I work for a certain cable company, also has to have phone cell company service, and they're like, "Oh, we noticed you haven't signed up," and I told them straight out, "Why I won't?"
Yeah,
because most cell companies will buy out your contract.
Yeah.
Like whatever you owe on your phone.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Yeah, see, and I don't get that because.
And it's there are minor gripes like that company, they use Verizon's backbone for cellular service, and Verizon doesn't have the greatest signal where I live on Grand Island. So if I can't have good cell signal where I live, no.
Yeah.
Not to mention I'm with T-Mobile, and we get the discounts on Netflix, and sometimes they have like other perks, like you can get like a free year of AAA.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Like little things like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay with where I am.
Why does this feel like that's not right? I guess that's right though. Yeah, that's right.
And with all the, come on, in your situation, all the opportunities you have before you.
Yeah,
that's a no-brainer right there.
I will say, I'm a little bit bummed that the position that I was told about hasn't come to fruition yet. However, yet is the word there because we're expanding. So as we expand, it's going to be me.
Okay, NSYNC.
Yeah, it's gotta be me. Will says, "I'm alive, bro." Oh, you're here with us, brother. That's all that matters.
Alive is good.
It was the Deaf Man. You're right. This entire community. Berserker has now gotten the Gundam bug. By the way, Dave. Yours truly, the Gundamio, has now converted another Gundam samurai.
Well, no, you've converted more than one. Somebody in this chat shared with me that they picked up a Gundam kit.
Really?
Yes. Someone you were just talking about.
Duffman, yeah, he actually messaged me and told me he picked up the the Gundam Bile.
Yep.
I always say Bale, but it's Bile, I guess. I do too. I wish Gundam Evo showed damage. I know Battle Assault or Battle Operations 2 does show some battle damage, but it's very faint. Like you don't ever notice it. Jen said Jen told Freya she was digging her Instagram post. Xavier, what's going on? Hi, bye. Yeah, I got you. I got your number there, Xavier. It's gonna be May. That's right, Freya. I can break that note.
Oh, and by the way, thanks to you, I'm getting a lot of likes on Instagram.
Oh, thanks to me?
Yeah, well, because you got me into Wondershare, and I've gotten this bug now where I'm keep making like new intros.
Yeah.
Like I did kind of a video game one for like if I do any video game streams.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, wow, it looks kind of like Ready Player One and Tron. Like, how did you do this? I'm like, it's not me. It's Wondershare. You know, it's clicking. Yeah. You know, it's clicking points and copy and paste pretty much.
It is. I love Filmora. I've been using them since I got into like heavy editing. Because before I was just using whatever the old Windows one was.
The Movie Maker?
Yeah, Movie Maker. Which isn't bad. I mean, you know, Movie Maker's good if you're just starting out.
Bad. But also like the compression.
Yeah. Like I felt like I wasn't getting the best bet for what I was doing there.
So lately I've been trying to export my videos in 3180 by, was it 31? Is it 3480? I think by 2160.
Basically 4K,
which is basically 4K. So by the time the compression hits, it should come out with decent quality.
Yeah.
Which I mean, we shouldn't really have to do that, but I mean, you know, it's kind of you got to figure some way to get your videos to not look like a blurry mess.
Yeah. And I mean that's the thing I was dealing with for a little while till I got a little more comfortable with Filmora.
Yeah.
Because I was basically leaving them rendered in like 1280 just because the compression was going to take a while.
Yeah.
But I've started embracing longer compression rates versus that, you know, quick and easy.
Mm-hmm.
And the videos look so much more crisper. Like my World of Final Fantasy stuff looks amazing, even though nobody watches it. That bums me out a little bit whenever I see that, though. You know, I work hard on those videos and get like, you know, 1 or 2 views, and I'm like, oh, this could have done so much better.
Yeah, I mean, I get that because like my live streams, I'll hit like 100 and maybe 140, 150 if I'm lucky. Okay, if it's really good, I'm getting that. But my videos, like if I do a video, am I getting maybe 20 views if I'm lucky?
Yeah, that's the same here.
At
if I'm lucky, I might get 20 or 30 views.
I might get 10 or 12 on average.
I have to say this, you know, with the way things are, you know, I've noticed that people are more interested in the live stream aspect now. Like they want to watch something live and in person,
or they want to have that interaction.
Yeah, or if they want a video, they want it to be super short anymore, like the shorts or TikToks or, you know, things of that nature.
You know, it's funny. I got someone commented on a video I did like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
it's like, so how do I? Because it was about the because when I had the 2 dual monitors, I had the mount holding up, and the guy's like, well, how do I keep it from slipping? I'm like, slipping in which aspect? The arm down the center pole or the tilting of it?
Yeah,
it's like I gotta remember exactly, but
I don't think that's on right.
And we got the video master in the house. I thought just a moment ago. I thought I saw sleeping. Maybe I'm wrong. Check. My eyes are blurry today.
Stream Element has been popping up there a few times.
Okay.
Berserker says he's got about 12 kits on the way, maybe more. There you go. That's a backlog.
Uh-oh. Figgy Mountain.
I need something to use to scale a certain Gundam hangar off of. Yeah, that's definitely. Bio is a good one. Now I will say that I will say this. IBO kits tend to run a little bit on the smaller side of suits, but are still great suits to build a hangar off of. If y'all subscribe to me, I'll subscribe back. I'm at 297, so close. Love the stickers. Thank you. I've got to see where he saw. Oh yeah, I'm loving these new stickers that they've got on these new things on here.
What's that?
Oh, the new emojis and things. You did post a selfie, but got some disturbing messages in your box, and I was like, nah, yeah, I hate that. What's the YouTube handle? Xavier, you know my YouTube handle. It's at Kouldbayne.
Oh, yeah.
1440p has insane headroom on YouTube.
I just noticed the YouTube stickers here. Okay.
Yeah. It's your birthday month. Mine too. December 8th for me.
I don't see any robots here. Come on.
Yeah, have we had any bots?
No, I mean stickers like a robot or something.
Oh yeah, they're rolling them out slowly.
But don't call you Shirley. Okay.
Yeah, Rolando, what's going on, brother? How are you?
How's Natalie?
Yeah, how's Natalie doing, Rolando? How's her hand? God, chat is moving too fast tonight. Y'all are awesome. I'm not complaining about that, by the way. That is just I love it when it moves fast. That's a good sign. The anchor. Dumb autocorrect. Xavier dropping his link there. Xavier is fun to watch. Mega Demon, what's going on? Welcome to the stream.
He says Natalie's recovering.
I love that that's Chill W Cat because I thought it said Chill Will Cat, and I was thinking about Will there. Another Sagittarius. That's right, Xavier.
Oh, we just put up our tree today, and
yeah.
Of course, our youngest cat, that's like her new bed now.
Yeah.
And my wife was just like, please, just be nice. Just don't.
Ooh, really, Berserker? That sounds cool. Hey, DJ KGE. Your wife was looking at the cat saying, just don't.
She's like, don't make me regret putting it up. Well, she's going to be 2 this, was it May, I think.
So her birthday is gonna be in May.
Well, so's my wife's.
Sorry.
Not about May.
It's gonna be May. All right, I gotta figure out something here because this didn't line up properly, and
it looks like it's a good size kit. Is that still an HG or?
Yeah, it's an HG.
Okay.
This is the. So
it's pretty solid.
I was watching Wayne over at Tau Arts Gamers build the Char's level the Char style Z-gok.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to get a hold to some more mono eye kits because I do like the Zeon suits. The only thing I got to complain about is this torso does not squish up together.
I was at Target today and I was cracking up because there's that one little Lego Buzz Lightyear kit.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks like it would be Zaku. Because the unit eye.
Yeah, so that suit had the Gundam community laughing. Or that design.
I mean, it looks like it was a ripoff of
it literally is it's inspired by the like the Z-goks, and you can tell there's some inspiration there.
See, Aaron's being nice saying inspired. I'm like, it's a ripoff.
Yeah, I tend to think that they grew up watching Gundam, so maybe they took some liberties.
Are you saying the Imagineers actually watched Japanese anime?
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, the closest Disney or anyone's gotten to anime is Big Hero 6.
Yeah, Big Hero 6 was hugely inspired by that.
Personally, I think they need to do more.
I do too. I think they're actually working on some more Big Hero 6 stuff.
I know there was a series.
Yeah,
there was a Baymax series.
I know that they're working on I've heard rumors that a second movie is being discussed. I don't know if it was actually in production or not. Whenever I looked. So Dave, I know you're a huge Buffalo Bills fan. Do you remember the player CJ Spiller?
Yes. Spiller the Thriller.
Did you know he's coaching at his alma mater now as
really?
an assistant? Yeah, he's the running backs coach.
Wow.
I was watching the ACC championship last night, and it was Clemson versus North Carolina. Great game, by the way. That was a wild game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's their running backs coach, and he's got some talent right there with his running backs, which I always liked watching him when he was in college. I never did get to follow him in pro, but I knew he went to the Bills.
The Bills.
Why is this?
Which apparently, considering some of the losses today, I think we're actually number 1 in the season.
That's awesome, man.
So, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. We'll see if that lasts.
I don't know if you follow college much, but that yesterday was wild. A bunch of the top teams went down in their championship games.
Well, that's
yesterday and they lost. So it's been a wild shakeup. Like Alabama was thinking they were going to get back in, but the committee has voted.
I mean,
no.
this late in the season for college teams, I mean, for them to get some really good teams to get a loss like this could really set them back psychologically speaking.
Yeah.
Like you're going to have players beating themselves up, and then the stress of, just the overall stress of college life in general. I mean, that's not a good thing.
That's what I've told a lot of people. Like Clemson's quarterback right now, or their starting quarterback, DJ Uyunglele.
Bless you.
He is he's been struggling all year, and I think that struggle is kind of where it's been wearing off on him a little bit. And it's like I told someone the other day, they were sitting there talking about how bad he was. I was like, you do realize this dude's still just he's young.
Yeah.
He's trying to be successful. He's trying to, make a name for himself. I was like, but the problem is he's also hearing the talking heads talking, all these media types just basically, oh, he's garbage. He's not that great.
Him, basically.
Yeah. Not given. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that when I remember a few years ago, the coach for Oklahoma State went off on the media for trash talking their quarterback the whole time.
Yeah, because I mean, it's one. I can think about it. He's, with all respect, he is a kid.
Yeah,
he's a kid. He's in college, and I mean, not for nothing. You get college kids who stress over their midterms, let alone like their what could potentially be their professional career.
Yeah, and I mean
this can drive a person to, and I don't condone it, but let's be honest, it is a factor. They could be, a person like him could be like, well, what do I have to do? And maybe he hears a mention of, oh, this substance can help you, or doing this can help. I mean, it could really be something that could really crash his entire life moving forward.
Yeah, so, and
I hate to say that, but we've seen that kind of stuff happen.
Yeah, and I mean, being that I've played the sport, I know how hard it is when you have a down day. I know how hard it is to perform at like your best and try to keep going and try to do that when you start making mistakes. You beat yourself up, you get in your head, and it's hard to get back out of it, especially when you overthink things.
Well, and what you just said is not just true for sports, it's true for life. I mean, look at us with YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, look at anything in life.
I mean, you know as well as I do that's one of my biggest problems is I get in my head a lot. You've seen it.
We are our worst critics. That's the most simplest, plainest way of putting it. We are our worst critics.
Even that's amazing news right there. Fred McGriff is a Hall of Famer. Nice. Everybody saying hey to DJ KGE. By the way, hey DJ. I don't know if I said hey. I didn't think we were putting it up this year, Jen. I was feeling kind of Scrooge-ish.
What?
Putting up the Christmas tree.
Or were you being a little crampish?
I've been a little bit of a Krampus, a little bit of a Belsnickel. And Jen's right. By the way, by we, I mostly mean me, because every time I decorate the tree, I get yelled at, so I'm not doing it.
My wife's decorating the tree, mostly because it's mostly all majority of her ornaments.
Duffman says his tree is 7 inches tall and protected by gremlins. Jen says she can't watch Big Hero 6 again. I'm way behind on the chat. Drew Bledsoe was your favorite, just because of how emotional it was.
Drew Bledsoe was an amazing quarterback, and a person.
Jen was getting into that game yesterday. I was listening to her while I was streaming with Britterbug,
How was that stream, by the way?
It was good. It started off a little bumpy, but after a while, we kind of got everything. We figured out what was going on her end, and it turned out really good. It was a great time. She is so much fun to play games with. So
I crashed after the stream yesterday because
I don't blame you, brother.
No. Let me give you a little background. My wife had a Color Street event yesterday, so I got up early to help pack the car, so she had everything there.
Yeah.
And not to mention the night before, I think I was up until 2 or 3 in the morning because I was trying to get everything settled and prepped for the stream. So, I was running on almost no sleep to begin with. So then after when everything was done, I kind of made something to eat and I just started feeling tired. I'm like, I'm just going to crash. So I went to sleep for a few hours. Woke up about 11:30 at night.
Yeah, we didn't do it long because I don't think so. Ritterbug does well with horror games. But after a while, she gets kind of bored with the. She was getting kind of bored with Fall Guys because it does get boring after a while, and me being Captain Competitive, I kept pushing and pushing and pushing, so I was like, to play, I kept pushing play wise, and so I know it gets boring after a while when you get when you get knocked out and you got to wait on your teammate to get finished up. But it was a lot of fun. We had a blast, and she's a lot of fun to play with. So I can't wait to throw her in some more games.
Now, whenever I watch your stream of Fall Guys, what always pops up in my head?
What's that?
Minions.
Yeah, they do kind of give off some minion vibes there.
Have they ever done any kind of minion skins?
Not yet. I know a lot of times
I think it'd be like a no-brainer for that.
But I don't know if Epic will buy into that, and that's the thing I would love to see them do. But
well, if they, from my view, they bought into pretty much everything else. Aliens, Star Trek.
Yeah.
Why not the most obvious? I heard someone talking today on another channel about what was it, SpongeBob?
Yeah.
SpongeBob's skins for something like that.
Yeah, that Fall Guys is getting some SpongeBob skins now. That's the new thing is they're doing this season's all about under the sea, and Nickelodeon was quick to buy into that. Of course, Disney wasn't going to buy into it.
That's hilarious because my brother is expecting his second child, and I don't know why they chose his name, but they chose Sebastian.
So
first thing that pops up in my head, I'm like, so is he going to be is it gonna be a crabby little child or what? My wife's just like, look at me, huh? I was like, Little Mermaid, and then I'm like, then she's like, well, what would be the short abbreviation of that? I was like, well, Bastian. And she's like, that sounds too much like. Well, she said Bastard, and I'm like, no. I'm like, well, she also has never seen the Never-Ending Story, so she doesn't get that. The protagonist's name was the boy reading the book.
Yeah.
But I don't know. See, everyone's got their own choices.
Me and your wife have a lot in common then, because I've never seen it either.
You never seen the first Never-Ending Story,
right?
Okay. Believe it or not, the third one has Jack Black in there as a young high school bully.
Really?
Yes.
I couldn't see him playing a bully. That just cracks me up now.
He's wearing like a leather coat, and he's got like this buzz cut, like military buzz cut.
Yeah.
And he's just bullying the poor kid. Second one, the first one was like, it was the early 80s.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those prolific type movies. Like, it's not just on an amazing scale that just blows your mind.
Yeah.
Because this kid is reading along. Think like, how Princess Bride was.
Yeah.
But consistently narrating it throughout the entire movie. And not to give out spoilers if you ever did watch it, but there's a point in the story where what's happening outside in the real world and what happens in the story actually cross.
Like coincide?
Yeah.
So the only reason I know a little bit
about it... It will make you cry, though.
I about to say.
Atreyu?
Yeah, Atreyu. That's the only reason.
The memes, yeah.
Yeah, but the only reason I know that is because one of my favorite bands is named
Atreyu. Yep.
Yeah.
I've heard of Atreyu.
Mirage, what's going on, brother?
Hello. I'm just going to be here for like a very short time because I got to go. But I haven't been live streaming for a long time, so I decided to join for a while.
Yeah, I've been thinking about you, brother. It hadn't been the same without your endless knowledge of Gundam and the talk of monkeys.
Absolutely.
How are the monkeys? Are they well? Have they been trying to attack you again? Are they planning to drop a colony on your house?
Well, no. At least there's no monkeys fighting Zakus too.
Yeah.
Flying crossbow.
Oh God! Why did that? I just thought of. Could you imagine if monkeys got inside of Zaku and just went rampaging everywhere? God.
That's incrossable actually, and it's a 4-arm Zaku, by the way.
You have like
And
4
then
monkeys,
types-
one controlling each arm. Jeez.
Separate.
Iron Banana Orphans.
Oh yeah. By the way, so since I'm not going to be like this is going to be very very short, and I'll be gone in a flash soon. So
All
I'm
right.
just going to show what I built recently.
Oh yeah, let's take a look. By the way, everybody Jen's already said Mirage, so she's happy to see you too, brother.
I'm listening to Memorial. It's on the live stream. Anyway, let me show what I built here. All right, here's the box of it. Okay, I think everyone.
I like
everyone.
your
in
shirt,
chat
by the way,
knows which
Mirage.
kit this is.
No more snooze.
No more snooze.
No, I had no idea where this shirt came from actually.
That's snooze, not snoo.
Alright, let me try to piece out a little bit. Okay, here's the kit I built last time. This is for myself, not on live stream. The Zaku half cannon.
How was that?
This is actually my first Zaku kit from the Origins line. Actually, my first from the Origins line in general. One thing about it.
I kind of like how that looks.
Yeah, and so far, it's pretty good. Oh wait, this is the wrong Zaku. Anyway. Here you go. But
Nice.
you might notice that I did a few. I made it a bit differently. I used some of the parts that they were not really intended for this kit, they're like leftovers, just to make it a little bit special.
Yeah.
Like I added the command fin here, the commander fin, and then this machine gun, the Zaku machine gun. It's actually from a spare Charles Zaku kit.
Nice.
This one.
See, I love that's the one thing I love about like the Zakus and things like that is you can actually utilize parts from other kits.
Yeah.
Like other Zeon kits, and it works out so well.
Yeah, it's also surprisingly that the machine gun can actually fit inside the hand well.
That's really cool.
It doesn't like flop around or anything like that. And then here's the shield. The only thing that I don't like about this kit is that the stickers are a total pain in the ass to apply.
Yeah.
Like the sticker decals, and because the origin line has a lot of sticker decals.
Yeah.
But I only had the one on the chest and the eye, and not counting the eye sticker, because and also I forgot this one too on the shield, which is not great actually, to be honest, in person. But so
Wait.
far,
Wait, are you telling me Gundam stickers are a hassle to put on?
Dave, you know the struggle already.
But this
I know.
But this one is definitely
You know the struggle.
This one is definitely more worse because they expect you to put like sticker right here, like a line sticker, like goes like up like this, like that. Like to see the sticker the box here, for example. Here's the box. I'm not sure if you can see it, but you can see the line on the legs, right?
Yeah.
They expect you to put that as a sticker.
That red line.
Yeah.
That little tiny red line.
Yeah. On 2 legs, by the way. So it's gonna be very tiring if you did that. So I did not. So instead,
That might be a job for some paint.
Yeah. So I just some black panel liner, and yeah. One thing I like about this kit is that it's like you don't even need to get an RG at this point. This is like almost looks like an RG and feels like a modern RG. Even though this is an HG.
He looks pretty solid, man.
He is
That
really
does.
solid. Like I would say this is like almost action figure solid.
Ooh.
That's
how solid this figure.
And
I mean,
what's the name of that again?
It's the Zaku half cannon.
Zaku half cannon.
Okay,
That's
I'm
on.
bookmark-
I've seen.
I'm bookmarking it.
Yep, go Dave. I think they actually have them on new type, and they're not expensive.
It's a really common Zaku kit anyway, because the
Yeah.
Zaku origin kits are like very common kits, and they're basically just the same thing, just with different weapons and on each of them.
That's, I mean, the pricing's, I mean, I'm looking at new type, $23. That's, I mean, I
That's
paid
not-
$22.99 for these kits at Targets.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's not a bad deal either for a Zaku.
Yeah,
Well-
and the funny story about this kit is that I'll tell you a story. I was at a wedding, and then it was a wedding from a very, very far place because I live in the city, right?
Yeah,
And the far place is actually like the countryside, so it's like almost like an hour long drive. And plus, my
Yeah.
mother didn't know. We don't know. Me and my mother did not really know that place well, so it's like we definitely had some issues going there. And then and after that we were like, what should we do after this? Like, so we decided to go to like the KB, which is like the central area, the
Yeah.
central hub of the the countryside, and they
Yeah.
have like this like stores, like many stores, and then one of them was this toy store I've been looking forward to going to.
Oh,
But then
nice.
then this toy store has a lot like it might look a little bit. I'm not trying to be mean. It looks a little bit like generic, probably sells like bootleg toys and stuff like that. So I think, it sells like the real stuff. You have like anime figures, like Marvel Legends, like that, or Star Wars, even like McFarlane maybe. Like
Yeah.
everything is there, and even Gunpla.
Nice.
But the only problem is because this is my first time going in that store, but I seen pictures that the selection in that store when it comes to Gunpla is amazing. But when I went
Yeah.
there, it was like utter garbage.
Everybody probably it was either everybody had already bought it or the pictures were older.
Yeah. Like there were a few gems like Sakura Awards,
Yeah.
like
Well,
Ghost Solo.
I love the Sakura Wars kits.
Yes,
Those are some of my favorites.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting them next time. And then there was like the Mazinga kits, which that one was the one that I was looking for. I wanted to get those, but then I knew the price. I was like, no, this is too much on my part. Sorry, I got like $40. I was like 60. No
Now,
thanks.
when you walk by the 7-star or the 5-star stories kits, did you knock them off the shelf and tell them get this trash out of here?
Well, thankfully they weren't. But wait, I think they might. Who knows?
Well,
And
that's a
then-
good store then if they're not selling them because. Ooh,
But it's kind of a bit of hazard because like there's a lot of kits everywhere that if you just like push one slightly, it could probably fall on you. Like more poly, something like that. Not more poly. You know,
Yeah.
you know what puzzle I'm talking about.
this is going to be
then-
interesting.
what
But
you got,
then-
Dave?
Well, yeah, on this kit, it's the really small
Oh, big
little green squares to put in the headpiece, and I might just
Oh yeah.
skip it because it just seems impossible.
Yeah, here's this right here. Good kid. Anyway, to resume my story,
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
it's fine. And so it's like Mazinga kit is too much of my price range, and the other kid is just like, right, you got Aegis Knight. Okay, it's like because they only had like a few Gundams, surprisingly. Not, I mean, there's a lot of Gunpla, but not a lot of Gundams. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I was like, and we only had like a really short time there because it's about to rain.
yeah.
So I was like, I just get the ZGok-E kit maybe. But then and I got it and stuff like that. But when I was in the car, I was like, do I really want this kit? Because I wasn't like satisfied enough. So a day after that, like I went to like probably 2 days after that, whatever. I went
Yeah.
to like to another toy store nearby, at least in Sadie this time. Because I know that store has a better selection. But then the selection is even more worse. What the hell?
It sounds like it, man. It sounds like I know, like around here, it's about the same way. Like the
You guys
selection used to
only-
be like,
You guys only have a freaking Revive Gundam, a Mark II, and a Charzaku.
oh, ooh,
Well, isn't it usually the case? Like you're like, okay, I'm going to this place. This place is supposed to be amazing. I got I got money together. I'm going to get a bunch of cool stuff. You get there, like, well, they got nothing.
And the funny thing, I mean, the only good kit there was like a freaking comrade kit. It's called one. That's about it. And then the funny thing also, I was just when I got this kit, and I mean when I brought it back home, I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna sell this on Facebook. And then after that, and then I'll just get another, and I use the money to buy a different kit. But then I was like, after when I went to that store, now when I went back home, I immediately deleted that Facebook post. Thankfully, nobody tried to buy it yet.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna build this kit instead. So yeah, here it is now, and yeah, it's pretty good, and I don't regret it actually. It's really good.
It looks really cool. I like the design of that.
Yeah, and it's a comparison.
All right, chat stopped being crickets. There looks like.
And here's a comparison with the Charizard kit. This is a bit older, like 2017. This is like maybe like 2 years ago. I think, if I remember correctly. And
the Charizard revive,
Yeah, the difference is like this one is like more detailed, like almost like an RG level.
Oh, I just have all the damn guns on that.
Yeah.
I definitely want that.
Yeah, because it has an option for a long barrel, or you can put the minigun. I usually I would go for like minigun, but it's like the guy already has a machine gun, so is the minigun really worth it? And plus,
nice.
I love that big gun on there just for like range attacks.
Yeah, same.
Hey, CB. Hey, Mama CB. Y'all have fun out tonight. Enjoy.
Hey, CB.
You can see the...
Hey, Dwayne?
Yeah.
I couldn't find Dwayne in your Apple Music library. You can ask me to play a radio.
Hey, Dwayne. What's going on, brother? I love it.
That was my phone.
I love it.
I didn't know Dwayne had his own album.
All right. Okay.
They just finished eating spaghetti.
Very anime accurate. Like modern retro.
Yeah.
Because in anime it's like freaking skinny. And so it's like more bulky like that. And then the interesting thing is that the shields it might look the same because you see here, like see right there. If I can do it concretely like that. It's like it looks the same, right?
Yeah.
The holes and everything like that. But surprisingly, the one on this Zaku, the Charizard, is just a little bit slightly thicker than this one. Surprisingly. But it's not much of a difference anyway, so yeah.
Of course, Char's going to demand better shielding. I mean, come on.
And then, but a pain in the ass, one thing I forgot to mention as a pain in the ass in this kit is the power cables. One of the legs are fine, but the one the head, oh my god, it really likes to pop up.
It gave you a problem.
Like no tomorrow. Yeah, it really likes to pop up.
I've had my struggles with those before.
So I had to
when I did the RG Zaku 2. Sorry.
Yeah.
When I did the RG Zaku 2, that one was a pain. I hated it.
Yeah.
Like I hated those little power cables.
Yeah. So yeah. I kind of hate it here too, but it's probably much more better than the RG probably. And then you had to really have to cement this knob here, so like so the host will freaking stay for once.
Yeah.
But the one worse than that is the one on the chest likes to pop out like there's no tomorrow. Like, oh my god, yeah. And also the kit is a bit loose right here, like you can see it's like shaking a bit, but it's not really much of an issue. It's still very solid. So yeah, but if I were to recommend which one is the better Zaku kit, which better one? For me, there's not much of a preference actually. It depends on you. It's like both of these kits are like have their own pros and cons. So yeah, if you want something more like modern retro, like retro feeling, you get this one. If you want something more
Dwayne, I'm doing the Sky Zero. He was asking what I was building. He said the stickers look familiar.
It's like being Helios.
And hey Mirage, I want your and Aaron's opinion. The Dom test type, 007 YMS 08B Dom test. I'm looking at it here, and I think I might have to get it.
Get it? That's actually from that's an Origins kit, but the DOMs are always a fun build. I enjoy building like that. I've built one of the DOMs before. I built the purple one.
I'm just looking at the black and it kind of like
Yeah.
off-white gray kind of.
Yeah.
And with the white trimmed, everything's just kind of popping.
Yeah.
And that big
Mhm.
gun.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to grab that too. Damn.
Go for it, man.
Thank you,
Trust me,
people.
it's
Go for
worth
it.
it's worth it.
Well, I'm on
That
new
kit-
type
that
right
kit-
now.
That kit is
Yes.
still in the local store. So yeah. Might get it. who
Mirage.
knows?
Mirage, y'all get all the good kits over there.
We get the good kits, but sometimes you have the worst section too. It's like no in between.
Oh, this is
So, like-
kind of a pain to put together.
So yeah, I'm going to have. I would like to talk about the news, like especially that Gundam that came out, with the camera gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I already had to go now. So yeah, I need to
Well,
go
Mirage-
to the mall, playing Taiko Tatsujin, and then I get my hands like damaged again. Who cares? I
Yeah.
won't play that drums for life.
Oh
Haven't played Genshin in a
yeah,
while, so-
I love that game. It's so much fun to watch people play it. I've never played it, but I've enjoyed it.
Which game was that?
It's the one by Bandai Namco.
Taiko no Tatsujin.
Yeah.
It's like a rhythm game, but
Yeah.
got like drums, but then
Yeah.
the drums you use is like the traditional Japanese drums, if you know what I mean, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyway, it's time for me to push. Yeah.
All right, Mirage. It was great.
Mirage, you take it easy. Be safe.
Yeah, it was great having you here, brother. All right, Dave. Destination Stone said, "What kit are you building? You're building the Wing Sky Zero."
Sky Zero. Yep.
And Destination Stone says, "I want that kit as well." That's awesome. No one heard you, Jen. Don't worry about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are trucking along here good. I've gotten the first part of the. I'm basically working on the arms now. This is what I've gotten done here. The torso, just really interesting looking suit here. I love the design of this. It was a little bit hard to put together at first, but now everything's starting to kind of go in place. But now I've got to start building the arms. I'm surprised I didn't have to put the sticker on for the chest yet. That'll probably come later on whenever I start I am going to start putting some stickers on here in a second. Some vent stickers. All right, let's see. Now we got to go.
Now, by the way, Aaron, how does the video quality look from my feed here? Does it look Does it look normal, or does it look a little bit clearer?
It looks clear. It looks
Okay.
good to me. Here, I'm
Okay.
going to go full screen so that way I can see.
I mean, does everything look a little bit more clear than usual?
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you
it's
change up?
Well, it's at the computer.
Ah, nice.
My youngest brother gave me a computer he had sitting around for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
But he's one of those people that doesn't know the word overkill. It's got, I mean, just everything is overclocked on it, and it's been sitting probably for 3 or 4 years in his basement. So he was like, "You need a computer, right? Well, here, take this." It's got a GeForce RTX 970 in it.
Oh, nice.
So I mean, it's pretty powerful. I can play most games on here. Kind of wanted to play that new Gotham Knights game, but according to the specs, it wouldn't match up. But because it's overclocked, it actually might. So I might just chance it.
Yeah, give it a try, man.
And this thing has bays for days. Like literally, I could put tons of hard drives in here for storage and actually archive my videos for once.
That's awesome.
But this thing has something special that a lot of computers don't have now. You can take your hard drive and you can jack it in like an 8-track.
Oh, nice.
Pop it right in the top, and it's reading right from there. So
That's actually really good, man.
And by the way, guess how much RAM I have in here?
How much?
64.
Okay, holy hell. Holy hell, Dave.
I told you my brother doesn't know the word overkill.
I know, obviously he doesn't, but
he built the computer about 6 or 7 years ago, and it's been sitting in his basement for about 4 years because his daughter's now turning 3. Didn't really have time and didn't want her, causing any kind of chaos with it. So he's stowed it in the basement with 3 monitors, which is why I have 3 monitors now.
Just holy hell.
Yeah, 64 gigs of RAM. Already had about 3 hard drives in here, and then I added my stuff in here too. So,
I mean, was he planning on making like THX quality like movies?
Well, he would play a lot of World of Warcraft. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
He was heavily.
That's a lot of RAM for just World of Warcraft.
Destination. You see what Destination Stone put. Whoa. Dave talking about jacking in? Yeah.
All right, CB, y'all have a good night, man. Tell Mama CB we say hello and we send our love. I can yell louder next time. I heard you, but I'm also outside, so it's back in the bush. By the way, if you see Barry Goosey out there, let him know. Stay out of my trash.
Oh, by the way, Dwayne, if you see any bears, run the other direction. I saw this advertisement and trailer on Facebook for a movie called Cocaine Bear. Aaron, have you seen it?
I've seen the previews, yes.
Okay. And it's sad to think that that's probably the last movie Ray Liotta may be known for since he passed away.
It's going to be sad that that's going to be the only movie he's ever going to be known for after, the last movie he's ever going to be known for.
Yeah.
But
I'm like, Cocaine Bear. I'm like, oh, God, this is just.
It's yeah. I saw the previews for it and I was like, there's just, wow.
Is this the next Sharknado?
I don't know. I'm hoping that Booterball becomes the next Sharknado.
Oh, by the way, I thought of you today when I was at Walmart. They had, what's that? Squid Games coffee mugs?
Yeah.
Squid Games tree ornaments?
Oh, yeah. Everything's Squid Games right now because that show was so popular.
I never watched it.
I watched maybe like a few episodes of it, but I've never really like got into it. I
mean, the only thing I knew were like people were doing those little filter games on Instagram, like if they moved their head and
Yeah.
But that's about it.
All right. So we're starting to build the arms here now for this Z-gok. Dave, I think you would like this one. The segmented arms really are pretty cool on here. It's definitely another like Higog or At Guy kind of build. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, Higog and At Guy were so a lot of your Zeon suits have interesting names like Higog, At Guy, Gog, Z-gok, just things like that. And for instance, that kit I built the last stream, the Bond Dog. Come to find out, it was just a mistranslation of Hound Dog. It was
just nothing but a gok.
Yeah, a Bond Dog. Yeah, ain't nothing but a Bond Dog. But it was just the way that the kanji was written for it. That it came out as like Bond Dog, and that's why it stuck.
His name is Doc.
3 for each arm. But I thought that was a cool little tidbit there about that. I love little like useless facts about like Gundam names. And I found that out through this one guy I watched, Kakarot, in 1997, I want to say is his channel name.
Obviously, he's a DBZ fan.
Yeah, definitely. Berserker says most new cases have that feature about the jacking in the ports like that.
Yeah. Oh, they do?
Or jacking in the drives.
This case is probably about 7 or 8 years old, though. It's a beast. I mean, you can see the pictures. I did a computer comparison, the old computer to this new one, and it's just massive. It's like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I kid you not.
Danny DeVito is the trash man. I'm the trash man.
I'm surprised DeVito's still around. He's not always been the healthiest person in the world.
No, but he definitely does play a pretty good shyster in It's Always Sunny.
I've only caught a few episodes.
That's still one of my favorite shows with him in it.
Let's see. I was introduced to Danny DeVito from like stuff like was he? I think he was in well, other than Taxi, there's a movie with him, Judge Reinhold, and Bette Midler called Ruthless People.
Yeah.
Just like a lot of just crazy zany stuff from way back when.
Why do I feel like this isn't right? Oh, because it isn't. I was sitting there looking at it, I was like, why does this not feel right? And then the armor on the arm just came loose. There we go. So that's kind of a drawback for me. There's some of the armor on the arm there is going to be very loose. What's that?
The armor on the arm?
Armor on the arm, yeah. All right, so let's see. I need to aim it so that I'm looking at the...
Now, you said it's going to be a drawback in what way?
It basically is just super loose on there, so as you play around with it, it becomes just... Hey, Legacy of Nerd, what's going on? Sorry, I got distracted, but Jen yelled Rumham. He was in Matilda.
Yep. I mean, he was... Him and Rhea Perlman, they were married for a long time. They're not anymore, or they're separated now.
Okay.
But I mean, they were always together. I mean,
yeah.
They appeared together in just about everything, which is funny because they're two short people. But it is what it is.
And then I think their daughter is now pursuing acting as well, or directing, one of the two.
Okay. Well, I mean, they've both been around in the game, so
yeah.
But what you were saying about like some pieces, they just feel loose no matter how many times you try to place them.
Yeah, that's
I wish there was.
That's the way this armor feels.
I wish there was like some kind of like, I don't want to say generally marketed, but like a special putty or paste that you can apply to it so that it fits in almost, not necessarily like an adhesive, but it kind of works like an adhesive, I think.
Yeah.
I think something like that would be good. Like, you ever use like wood filler?
Yeah.
That maybe something like that kind of a texture.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know, something like that. Hey, Sleeping, what's
going on, brother? How are you?
It is what it is, for sure. And Legacy, I caught your video today. I'm a little jealous at some of those first finds you picked up in the first minute of that video. You got some pretty cool Black Series.
We miss you too, brother. I should be making a trip up your way here soon. We're going to try to. I got to put in for the time off. I haven't done it yet, just because we've been so busy at work. But I pretty much told them, look, I'm planning to take some time to go visit my in-laws here in like a few weeks. So, like once the Christmas rush is over,
be like, hey, you just got the deal, people. Come on.
Oh yeah, they know. They know. Like my coworkers are really good, and my job is pretty much just like, well, if you want to take time off, take time off. And I love that. They're like, we'll find a way to work around it. It's so refreshing for that. I just wanted to build up enough PTO time so that when I request a time off.
How does it feel to be appreciated? I don't know.
Well, I appreciate you, Dave. So,
I mean, at work.
Well, hopefully one day this becomes at work for all of us, so we appreciate each other. Where are my tweezers? Oh, there they are.
Can't help you with that.
All right, got to put some stickers on the vents here. It requires a little bit of red inside the vents.
Bloody hell. How's that going to work?
Everybody waving hey to Sleeping. Your Christmas shopping out of town and the lady let you stop at Walmart there. Nice, Legacy of Nerd. They were doing that when you got to see the video. Or on that video. Those pickups he found.
Yeah, he had some nice Star Wars Black Series he picked up.
Nice. I've got to go back and start trying to catch up on everybody's videos. I've been busy lately, and work has kind of put the kibosh on me sitting on my phone all day. So,
well, I mean, honestly, if you have 1,000+ people, it's kind of hard to catch on everyone. So
yeah, I try to watch y'all stuff as I can. Like Dave, I try to catch your videos every now and then. I try to catch your streams more than anything else because I can sit down in a stream.
Honestly, I haven't really made any videos recently. That's the thing.
Yeah, I've been kind of slowing down on my video production too. Like I said, when I watched that last video, kind of turned out on me for a minute. You know, I was like, am I? You know, I just started beating myself up, and I slowed down a little bit. So, Tasty Test is probably gonna be taking a break, just because it costs a lot to get the food.
Yeah, and
I'm having to end my munch pack here at the end of the year, so I'll probably get one more out of the mix, and then after that, it's done.
No, I get that. I mean, for my situation was the computer thing, and now that's kind of situated out. Now it's like, well, the question is, since I've been doing better views through the live streams, question in my head is, well, do I continue with my videos? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to continue with my videos. I'm not going to, I'm still like putting my thoughts on what I'm picking up, but also like I like doing some of the tech stuff, even though the tech stuff doesn't really get a lot of response. I mean, like this little mount I have here, I was actually using this as an overhead when I was doing a video on my new setup holding up the monitors here. And I kind of like this, and I was actually going to use this right now for our stream, but for your stream, but for some reason I couldn't get Epoch Cam to register correctly in the computer, so I have to play around with it a little bit. Yeah, but I mean, I like this kind of like little tech stuff like this. Like this mounts right here, unscrews 1, 2, 3, comes right off the side of my bookshelf. You can mount it on a pole or a railing or anywhere, set it up anywhere, even outside.
And sleeping, like I second what Jen says there. Don't throw yourself into traffic. It's too messy.
No.
Oh, right. But yeah, Dave, I mean, that setup is... I
like the little tech stuff, because, I mean, like for someone like... I mean, I know I'm not the only person that has limited space.
Yeah. Oh, I've got limited right now, so...
I mean, so if I can find something that might make someone else's streams or videos a little bit easier to make, then I'm all for it, you know?
Yeah. Let's see, I got to take off A3 and A5. I'm building the shoulders now. And then after that, we can start putting the arms together.
I'm trying to figure out where the hell am I going to put this now?
This is a really nice kit, though. It's not super difficult. And, you know, I will say this. A lot of y'all have kept me going while I do this. Like, you know, because I've thought about throwing in the towel a lot lately. It's just been... Well, I gotta stop focusing on those numbers, you know. I mean, I know that's one thing I gotta look at to see what's working and what's not. But at the same time, I mean, I gotta quit trying to treat it like a competition, and that's my problem. Is I'm so competitive that a lot of times I get focused on. Oh, yeah.
But
I'll tell you right now, that's.
I get that, because I mean, I had a nice reminder this past week, not just me personally.
Yeah.
Our brother came back for a very quick update on Thursday, and I didn't even know he went live. Papa came back for a little quick updates on everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And said, you know, that he's open to the idea of coming back and everything. And anyone knows Papa Gore, the Canadian Santa Claus, check out his channel, check out his update video.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I need to go and watch it. Like I said,
that's a good example of, you know, like focusing on the numbers. We all here don't focus on numbers, but it's hard. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm going to the fridge to get a bottle of juice, and well, geez, those are the wings from earlier. I shouldn't finish those, but yeah, here, I'm taking them. You know, it's certain things. We go on YouTube, and the studio tab is right there.
Yeah.
If we're setting up a schedule or something, or we want to check, you know, we want to see what the recent comments are, or anything like that, the numbers are right there in our face. So it's kind of impossible to avoid it. You know?
Yeah.
Or at least that's how I take it.
I dropped my kit. That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. All right, so I had them on backwards here. I was sitting here trying to do the arms, and I was like, why is this not looking right? Now I realize why. Got to put this piece, yeah, and this piece, yeah. But I have been I've been my biggest critic lately, and I've got to stop. You know, it's I can't live in my head and make myself feel like I'm doing the right thing, and at the same time, I mean, I don't know. I've just been kind of deep in my own thoughts and deep in my own head, and it doesn't bode well for me sometimes. So I've learned to kind of cut back and stop. Just tell myself you got to stop. You can't just sit here and hate yourself or think why is such and such who makes this kind of content doing well, and I'm over here struggling, or why did I post this video and I'm getting like zero support from it. It builds nothing but just negativity, and I'm trying to beat myself out of that negativity. Legacy says he took your advice, Dave, and did a review on the crib. It did nothing at first, but you started seeing views trickling in.
Yep.
Gundam Kitchen. No, I haven't heard of that there, Mega Demon.
Gundam Kitchen.
A Gundam Kitchen is a store where you can buy Gundam models, get some help with them. If you don't know how to build a model Gundam, and if you don't know... Okay, that's cool.
I thought maybe it was a show where they show you how to make biscuits.
Oh, don't bring up biscuit. It's too soon.
But not Legacy. I mean, that's what I started was before even doing toy collecting was like first reviews are like I got a Samsung monitor at first, and it was an unbox of that, and then another unbox of a different type of monitor because I wanted to have two monitors, and that's where this. I mean, that's still one of my better viewed, like my most viewed lifetime videos is some of that stuff. And it's just crazy how, you still get the occasional views on it and kind of helps out.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as watch hours, I'm just completely over the whole watch hour thing.
It comes with time, dude.
Because
as you build and grow, it's going to happen.
Yesterday, I hit a big bump.
Yeah.
Like over 100 watch hours suddenly appeared. But I get that that's because I did a 4-hour stream, and that's probably going to fade within the next couple days anyway.
So, speaking of that, the Fortnite stream the other night.
Yes, sir.
I saw a lot of new faces in there. We gained a few new subs.
Did you keep them?
And I kept them. They haven't gone away yet. But here was the kicker, dude. 83 watch hours off of that one stream. I have never had a stream go over 40 hours, and I cried. I literally sat here and cried. Like I sat here for a second, and it was the highest moment of my life right there, of doing this.
I was going to say, if you didn't add, and doing this, if you didn't clarify that, I'm like, okay, watch out for that knife. Jen's got it in her hand right now.
No. I mean, like doing YouTube has been my escape from a lot of things. Because I'll tell you right now, I've been between that and building Gunpla, I have used those as my coping mechanism for a lot of things that have happened in my life recently.
Oh yeah.
The past 10 years have been just one thing after another, and I would either work myself to death to forget what was going on around me, or I would just bury myself and I would turn on the music, sit there and just scream the lyrics, just to kind of get the frustration and anger out. And I wasn't doing myself anything creative, and that's when I really was like, maybe I do need to push for this, and maybe I do need to do this. So my first attempt at a YouTube channel, I jumped in with a friend of mine, and it worked for a little while, but then creative differences kicked in, and when creative differences kick in, it's one of the worst effects there, because it really does kind of push you into thinking, well, maybe I'm not beneficial to this, or maybe I'm not beneficial to that. But now I'm like, now I kind of get it. I kind of get what's worked out better for me, and that was jumping in and doing my own thing. And then as I started this channel, people came and went, and You know, I had changing faces all the time, and you know, it sucks that creative differences ended those, but I get it. You know, it's nothing. You know, there's no negativity towards the people. I have no ill will. All right, there we go.
Well, I mean, like, if someone asked me what my highlight was for the life of my channel, you know, I could sit here and say, yeah, you know, it's me hitting 800. Oh, it's me doing. Honestly, it was the stream I did last spring, that 10-hour stream.
Yeah,
I think it was 8 or 10 hours doing the fundraiser for Roswell Park. I mean, to me, that was the highlight of my channel personally.
Yeah.
Because did I ever think in my life I would ever have the opportunity to do something like that? No, never. But you know, and we raised $1,300 last year.
That's amazing, Dave.
That in itself, and I mean, the entire community comes together.
Yeah.
You know, JJ, Sleeping, everyone who came together for that, and you know, that in itself blows me away. And I mean, I never thought I would get this far. I never thought I'd get 100, let alone where I am. So I mean, every day is, you know, it's awesome. Does it get frustrating at times? Yes. Am I checking my phone all the time? Yes. But you know, it's, you know, YouTube should be big enough for everyone. I just wish the monetization can help a lot of people out. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Whether it's $5 a month or $20 or 200 or whatever the case, whatever people are making, that's additional revenue that they may not have actually had. And I mean, let's be honest, the people we've all met, we would never have met in the first place.
Correct.
You know, like meeting, Sleeping, you know, coming into Sleeping's community and then getting the chance to see him in person, you know, to meet one of my friends in person, and to find out there's a few other viewers who, one person who recently joined, subscribed to the channel, is actually like maybe a couple hours away.
Yeah.
The winner of who won the diorama, he's actually in upstate New York.
Nice.
So hypothetically, we could deliver it, but it would still be cheaper just to ship it than the gas money. So I mean, it's cool that, you know, you're coming across these different opportunities.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just gonna see where, you know, I told Yukon Phil had me on his channel a few weeks ago, and he asked me, well, where do I want to see this go? I'm like, well, as far as I can take it, you know.
Exactly. I mean,
whether it's, you know, permanently, you know, is it something further and further down the line that could turn into something massive? Great. Is it likely? Personally, I don't think so. But I'm going to have fun doing it, and I enjoy it. It's something constructive. We've all said this, there are worse things we all could be doing with our lives. You know?
Berserker, you said it best right there. Not all shots hit. Readjust sights and fire again. Never quit. Exactly. And I love that you put that as a in that way, because I mean, that's something I grew up with. You know, growing up down here in the South, you know, we're taught at a young age how to hunt and do all that stuff like that. So we're taught, you know, aim, readjust, and make sure, you know, you'll eventually get it. Freya, we're only incredible because of the people like y'all. You know, everybody coming in here and supporting us and giving us, and you know, and talking to us. Like, I look forward to this. This is me getting a chance to get out and be with all these people here. Thank you, Legacy of Nerd. We're gonna get all of y'all there. I want to see all of y'all get there. Thank you, Freya. I appreciate that, because some days I feel like I'm not good enough, and like I said, I got to get out of that head of mine. That head of mine is my biggest enemy. But you know, I sit here and bash myself a lot, guys. Like, y'all, I'll sit there and just like, and Jen sees me and she tries to talk me out of like the negativity, and it just, and I appreciate everybody. Well, she sits there and goes, "You're better than you think you are. You need to quit thinking you're not good enough." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you know it." And she's like, "Quit with the yeah, but." There's no yeah, but in this. You're doing the best you can, and it'll come. And I don't know. When you have the ups are great, and then when you have the downs, it's like a kick in the teeth. And I got to get out of that kick in the teeth moment, you know. and eventually I will. Eventually everything's gonna come together, and this is gonna feel so natural, and so it'll be, you know, that one 15-hour stream won't matter to me anymore and all that, because that's the thing. Or, you know, maybe I'll learn what videos work better for me, you know. You've been so very busy lately. Legacy Nerd says, I've been so very busy lately. I luckily haven't had time to focus on the numbers. I've been noticing lately my TikTok is doing well. And see, my TikToks do a weird like up and down trend. It depends on the kid I post. You had 20 minutes today to edit and post the video you posted today. Nice.
Yeah, that's one thing. I don't know. Maybe I don't get TikToks. I don't get the. I mean, I don't. If I'm already on YouTube and Instagram, I get that people had a lot of success with TikTok, but it just seems like yet another social media, another platform. I have to try and focus and more numbers to stress over in a way.
Yeah, and I'll say this: I jumped into TikTok more for the fun of it now. For me, like it's not about the numbers for me with that one. If it happens, it happens. But with YouTube, it's been more. I started off for fun, and I'm still doing it for fun. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm still doing this for fun, but I gotta get that mentality that I'm still doing this for fun. And you know, it's once I monetized, it freaked me out, and I'm now just starting to get back into that. Okay, it's just for fun. It's just for fun, because you know. And the thing is, it's so weird. I don't get how the monetization works on here. But the biggest problem I have with it is it's been saying, so I've been getting the super chats and all that, but I haven't been paid yet because according to AdSense, who handles most YouTube monetization, Google AdSense, I haven't crossed a magical threshold. So I'm still kind of stuck right now with waiting patiently for that to cross. And I don't think the super chats work. I think people just have to watch ads. So, you know, it's one of those things that we're going to get at. But I love this community, guys. And Freya, you said it so well. I'm glad to hear that, you know, this community has become a positive experience for so many of y'all, and that we've, you know, that we're making this into something that could be into something so great, because that's the thing is y'all are literally, this community has been such a fantastic community, you know, hands down. Like, again, I get on here every night that I stream. I get on here and I see y'all's names pop up, and I see how many of y'all are just so excited to be here, and just so many of y'all have been reaching out to me and wanting to talk to me about things and asking me questions about Gunpla. And you know, it warms my heart to know that I'm leading a cause, you know, leading the charge for this. And I've had people who are, you know, who are interested in the hobby, you know, following suit and getting kits and asking me about what kit is, you know, and I love it. I absolutely love it. If you have questions about kits, you know. Now, I will say with that, I've also had people who have, you know, come in and watched what I did and try to copy paste. And that's the one thing I will say as a creator: don't copy paste, be yourself, because when you copy paste, it doesn't work. And yep, we're welcome to even to people named Natalie, but she gets immediately, you know, sent home because that she needs to let her hand rest. You already know if you get like that, you got my Instagram. Yeah, definitely Berserker, and I appreciate you, brother. Nathan Bowden, guys, the Nathan Bowden show is in the chat. What's going on, Nathan Bowden? How's it going? I was on TikTok before it was TikTok, and now I'm gone.
Is that the Nathan Bowden?
That is the Nathan Bowden. Musically, I think is what it was called. Yep. Oh, brain fog will not let you English. That's okay.
TikTok the Nathan Bowden, the man, the myth, the legend himself.
I get on there and post mostly my Gunpla, except for every now and then I'll do a crazy trend or two. Got me into Gunpla, and now my son and haven't. Oh, that's so awesome! And I love this. I love that y'all are doing that. But I'm not trying to say that so going back to what I was telling you earlier there, Dave, is I've noticed that there has been, some things going on in the community where, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but now I'm kind of embracing it. Like there's been people who have kind of gotten into the Gunpla hobby, and I started noticing them using some of the names of things that I name. Like, and I was like, come on, be a little original. Don't, I came up with the name, and it's okay. I mean, I get it. It is what it is. And like I said, copy paste is not the way to do it. Ooh, congratulations on 2 years, Nathan Bowden. You have been trucking along, man, and I am so proud of you for all you do. I got to watch a little bit of your video today, and Nathan, you are so much fun, man. And I want to see you succeed, brother. I want to see you grow.
Aaron, you're forgetting one very important question.
What's that?
Nathan, what flavor ramen? Chicken, beef, what kind are we dealing with?
I love now it depends on what kind of ramen he's having too. If he's having like actual
I'll be honest, I've never had fresh ramen. I've always had the packaged, you buy in a paste at the supermarkets.
If you can enjoy, if you can have ramen, I will say this: go try a ramen house ramen. You will not be disappointed.
Oh.
They put so many amazing things in there to make it so much better. Like
I mean, it's carbs, so I really shouldn't, but I can treat myself once in a while.
Do it. I want to go to a ramen house so bad again, but the nearest one's like about an hour and a half away. So
I don't even know if we have like a proper ramen place around here.
Our nearest one is in Columbia. Dave, I gotta get you down here one day.
Although I could go for. I haven't been to a hibachi grill in a long time.
Oh, I love hibachi, but with my new diet in place, I'm trying not to.
Yeah, it's the carbs. It's the carbs. That's the thing.
See, I don't.
Whether it's rice or noodles, it's still technically a carb in a way, unless it's the cauliflower rice.
So here's what I've been doing, and this is something I go against that grain of cutting out food, because if I cut out things that I love, I'm gonna suffer, and I don't believe that suffering gives you the results you want. And I know you have to because of the dietary requirements here that are required for what you're doing. So, but for me, with having no dietary restrictions, I do it so that I'm doing like a very modified, like if it's meat, it fits in my hand. No pun intended.
I'm gonna behave.
Yeah. So basically, if I have a serving of like meat, like say steak or anything like that, I'm gonna make sure that it's on my hand. Now, if it's a steak, I'll have that, but I'll go lighter on the sides. Like I'll do a handful of sides. So basically, maybe instead of a handful, I'll do like half a handful.
I mean, there's a lot of places out there, especially with dietary needs nowadays, that they will let you order from the children's side of the menu. Like maybe a children's serving of mashed potatoes or a children's serving of macaroni and cheese or, things like that. We actually have cards. I think I still have it in mind.
So Berserker said there are a few ramen places. By the way, I see that dollar.
I got a $2 bill.
Oh, I actually have a. So big thing here.
I have this medical card that we can show at any restaurant. Be like, you legally can you're supposed to accommodate this person when they have this card, so they can order from the children's menu. Man.
And that's the thing is like, I hate that they have to record. I hate that that's a thing that like if you order from the children's menu, allow people to eat from the children's menu. Don't bogart it.
Oh, there are places that will stop you from doing that.
Yeah, and it's just because they focus on the value of that dollar versus.
It's like, charge us whatever you want.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's part of our dietary needs, and we're coming to your establishment. We don't have to. We've made that choice.
Yeah, and if anybody ever gives me a problem with what I eat, I'll tell them real quick, look, you can take this poor establishment and I'll go somewhere else, and that's just how it is. There's one hibachi place I used to go to all the time with whenever we would go, but after we were sitting there and we left, and our tip wasn't adequate enough for the waitress, I was like, I don't need this place. Anybody else need this place? Because I don't need this place.
No, that's their problem.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a good tipper. I am a good tipper, and I tip based on how how your job performance is. If you did the bare minimum, you're going to get the bare minimum. If you did, and that's if it's a slow day. If it's a busy day and I see you busting your hump, and you may not have been able to get to me real quick, by all means, I will give you a pass on that because you're busting your hump. I'm watching you in action. Like that's my thing. Is I'm always someone who goes out of my way to make sure that my waitress isn't getting overworked for me. But as someone who's watched, as someone who's worked in the food business, I know it's not an easy job. But it's not a job that you can just sit there and go, okay, well, table two is real. There's no other tables, and I'm sitting here waiting for someone to at least come check on me to make sure I've got food. No. You can do your job.
As long as she's not acting like one of the servers from waiting, I'm good.
Yeah. Now I'm not a total jerk about it. I'll just be like, I'll just wait till the meal's over, and my first thoughts are, yep, I'm not coming back.
Yep.
We went to this hibachi place, and like I said, the lady kind of chased us out of the restaurant to ask for the tip, and I was like, nah, that does it for me. And the friend of ours went in and spoke to the manager about it all, and I was just like, I don't need to speak to the manager. I already know exactly what I'm doing next time, somewhere else. I'm a very zero confrontation unless you really push me to be confrontational. Because I'm kind of a, I'm trying to keep my zen.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like today, wife and I returned a pair of jeans that we went to JCPenney's for the wrong size.
Yeah.
We just want to exchange them for a different one, and they're like, oh, well, this, the coupon or savings she used for it is not applicable, not even on exchange because it's brand name item. Would have been another $25 to do the exchange. I told my wife, I was like, no, let's just do the return. We're going because for what they want to charge, and some of the stuff you go to a place like that, a bigger person like me is going to have a little bit harder time because no matter if you go up to a larger size, those cuts of certain apparel are going to be completely different. Whereas for that price, I can go to DXL and I will find stuff that is cut for people who have smaller, smaller lower leg, but then thicker upper thigh.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I fit that criteria still because they won't do any kind of removal until I hit a certain weight. Once I get to a certain weight, I'll be approved, and they can some of the excess, because when you lose weight, you get excess skin. That's just matter of fact right there. So it's like, I'm like, we're paying that much money anyways. Well, I'll just get a brand that I know will fit me, and I won't have any issues with any kind of exchanges with that company either. I mean, could we have gone off? Could my wife have been a Karen? Yes, she could have. She's a Roxanne, not a Karen, but she could have been a Karen. It's like life is too short just to blow up. And I'm like, no. I said, we'll just go.
Berserker says, when I was bodybuilding, I never attempted anywhere to not accommodate me. That's probably because you look scary, dude.
Well, with a name like Berserker,
it's really not hard to be a server. Jen did it for 3 years, and she's the most shy. Yeah, I mean,
I worked retail for 14, and nothing in the verse will make me go back to retail. Not unless I absolutely positively had no choice.
Hey, Cotton, how's it going, man? How's everything been going? Welcome to the stream tonight. Yeah, I'm zero confrontation just because, I know that if I blow up at somebody, I may not be able to slow down, and I want to, because I don't have aggression issues, but I'm the kind of person that, being that I did the job that I did for so long, I know that my escalation factor goes from 0 to fight real quick, and I don't want to like push myself to get into a fight. I don't want to get physical with somebody, because I know that if I do, I can be. I've had that point in my time where I have blacked out in a fight, and just it wasn't a good experience, and I don't like doing that.
I was 14 at the time. And that was the only time I ever had any kind of didn't realize what happened after the fact.
Yeah.
Life is just too short, man. I mean, it's, is it worth, knocking somebody the hell out? It might feel good for that moment. But
that's one of the things about me. Like, I try to stay out of that confrontational stuff anymore, because like I said, I've been there, and it's never a good feeling for me.
Consequences, repercussions.
Yep. All right. I don't get this. I think this is not the. Maybe I cut the wrong polycap out. Let me look. No, I mean, polycap G.
I mean, these are our bonsai trees. Let's be honest.
Yeah. This is. You said it best right there, Dave. This is a bonsai tree for me. Yep. I was putting the wrong piece in the wrong spot. That's why that felt loose. I'm building the foot here for this. And I know it drives Jen nuts that I'm like less confrontational than I should be with things. But I've learned that it's not helping me to be confrontational, On a peer-to-peer friendly level, nope. Yeah, Jen is like, most people are intimidated, but he's honestly great. Just don't provoke. Yeah, and see, that's the thing is, like, I can see someone provoking him and ending up with the raw end of the stick there. Berserker reminds me a lot of my my friend Steve from California. Yo, he's been in here a couple of times.
I was about to say, you don't mean Steve from Blue's Clues, do you?
Oh no. This Steve is like, he's really cool. Yeah, see, if I get provoked to a point, I'll fight, but I try not to.
Oh, me, I've seen the dark side I had when I was younger, when I was really, really, really younger, and seeing what you're capable of. Yeah, having that realization, and then knowing that what, that's not who I want to be, and I worked long and hard to not be that person.
All right, so let's see. I've already got the leg done. I've already got the foot done here. Now we're working on one leg here. I'm gonna try to get this kit done tonight. I don't think this is gonna take as long as most other kits that I've worked on. How's that one coming along, Dave?
Well, we got one arm done. We got the upper torso. I'm working on the second arm right now.
But I can tell you right now, like, that was one of the reasons why I had to get out of the job I was in, is because my blood pressure had gotten so bad that I'd already mini stroked out twice, to the point where it took me like a year to really get fully functional again. Like, there's still times when I'm, like, for instance, when I'm doing this, and I'll put a part in my right hand and it still like falls out. It creeps me out, man. I'm like, wait, I know I had a grip on that.
Well, with my asthma medicine, if I use my machine, I'll get tremors in my hand.
Yeah.
And that freaks me out at times, because I know it's from my medicine, but then again, I look at, one of my favorite actors of all time, Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
And that makes me wonder, like, could that be? But, my doctor says, no, it's just from the medicine. So
it's not that I do want to keep the peace, but at the same time, it's because, Jen, knowing how I get in confrontations, I don't want to push that point. I don't want to push to that point. And like Nathan said, being in security for 11 years, you learn to de-escalate a situation, and that's literally one of the things that I've been taught. And the same amount of time, Nathan, I was actually in it for 11 years, and the de-escalation works so well. But then in the end, you have to, like, if physical comes, physical comes. Jen says, I'm not a Karen, but if you need to be reported to your manager for a real reason, you're going to hear from me. Yeah, now see, I will say something to a manager, and I've done it a couple of times. Usually when Jen's not around, because before I can, Jen gets fired up and gets... I've de-escalated you a handful of times.
Oh, you don't want to hear me on the phone with Amazon.
Yeah. Like, I've chewed some people out before, but, I'm the kind of person that I'm going to get some, if they're not going to handle my situation, then by all means, I'm going to do what it takes. But at the same time, I'm not going to lay down on something. And I think that's what Jen doesn't see me do it in the way that I'm tactful about the way I handle my situations. But at the same time, whenever I get to that point that you've made me feel like you're not going to do anything, that's when I'm like, okay, well, yeah, obviously you're not proficient at what you do, and I've done this at work recently. We had an issue with one of our programs we've been using, and I was talking with the guy, and I was like, hey, why don't he was like, I can't seem to find your systems folder anywhere. Not systems, services folder anywhere. I was like, I don't know how to get. He was like, I don't know how to get to it. And I was like, wait, you don't know how to find the services folder? Here, let me show you, because they remote in to work on it. And I literally pulled up services in 2 seconds. I was like, did you type in services? Yeah, I did. I was like, obviously you didn't type in the right way.
Was it services with an S?
I was like, it's not hard to do, dude. It's super easy. I just did it. And he was like, well, it with our training, we're taught. I was like, control panel services. It's not that hard.
Yeah, I mean, and even in Windows 10, you got the magnifying glass. The search right there. You just type in services, and most likely it probably would come up. Or, like you said, control panel, and then pulling it up.
Legacy of Nerd, no. No.
You never say those three words.
Yeah, that just angers them more. Carnage, what's going on? By the way, nobody do that. Thank you, Legacy of Nerd. You saved me there.
Oh, jeez. Legacy, you'll live longer. Trust me.
Carnage, how's it going, brother? Cat, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Got
the cat attack.
Always like seeing Cat pop in here. It makes me feel like I'm like it's always fun seeing her in here. It's always fun seeing all of y'all in here. But having Cat pop in, it makes me feel like I've made it. I'm a YouTuber. Because she's usually on like the some of the fun channels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes me feel like I'm a fun channel, so all of y'all make me feel like I'm fun. By the way, Berserker, we doing some more Call of Duty tomorrow night? Because I enjoy Call of Duty.
Piece of duty.
Dave, I didn't think I would actually like that game, by the way. That was funny.
What, Call of Duty?
I didn't think I would like the new ones, because I played all the old ones back in the day. And
I never really played them. My brothers did, and I would watch my brothers play in, teabag players.
Okay, I've done that a handful of times, but it was mostly for someone who deserved it. The dude would constantly like teabag me.
It was in the line of duty.
Well, the dude would sit there and like teabag me, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna play like that, huh?" And when he did it, when I finally got him, I did it, and I was like, "How do you like that, huh?" Then I heard him get on voice chat and realized he was a 12-year-old or like a 5-year-old. And I was like,
was his name Noob Master?
No, it was like Sweaty Cheeks or something like that. And
his real name is Skylar.
Yes, his real name.
And talk with a lisp. His name is Skylar.
Or or something like
I'm not making fun of anyone with lisp. I'm just making it's a South Park reference.
Yeah, either that or his name's like Trackster. Basically, it's the hipster. It's not the hip.
Baxter.
But the Gen Z the Gen Z parent.
I'm like, no, I would never name a child anything funky like that.
No. My kids are getting interesting names.
Interesting.
Interesting as in like we're going old school.
Well,
I tried to let Jen talk me into naming one like, after my grandma, and she's like, no, I don't like that name. I was like, I like that name.
What, grandma?
It's my grandma's name. Yeah, I'm gonna name the kid Grandma.
Why not? I've heard of worse names out there. I mean, if we ever had kids, which unfortunately is not a possibility because of health reasons, but I always like the names. Like I like traditional names like Connor, or William.
I would at least
or Quinn. I was on an Irish name kick.
Let's see. I'm catching up with the chat here.
Jethro. Was it Leroy Jethro Gibbs? Was this NCIS?
Everybody saying hey to everybody there. Security just calls the cops on you and doesn't even come up to me. And the kicker is I don't have.
Jen, how do you pronounce that second name?
Let's see. Berserker said, of course. You're awesome too, Kat. And by the way, Berserker, I was always one of the ones that would go up and talk to people. Like everybody be like, don't go in there, don't go in there, and I'd be like, I got this. Go in there, and I'd de-escalate in a heartbeat, and they'd be like, you got the guy laughing. I was like, yeah, just sit there and joke with him.
Yeah,
that's right, Rolando. And she said worse. Favorite South Park episode of all time? Ooh, that's a tough one.
I stopped watching a long time ago, so.
Oh no, I haven't stopped watching. It's gonna be there for me.
I mean, I did watch the pandemic episode or the pandemic special.
So mine was probably the one with the throwing stars.
When they did the Japanese
anime? when they did the whole like based off of
that was a great one. Like it was all like DBZ kind of like Street Fighter meets DBZ.
Yeah. And the song is actually Trace Parker singing it in Japanese. All right, let me see here. I guess I gotta put.
Did you say Trey Parker or Trey's Parker?
Trey Park. No, Trey Parker.
Trey's Kushwanada.
Yeah, I got it. I'm tracking with you now, Dave. I was like, wait, what? And I was like, oh, I think he's making a Gundam reference. We do it all the time. Hey, let's go, Kinkasu.
I mean, I liked Chef Aid.
Yep, that was a good one.
Chef Aid, and ironically, I do still have the soundtrack, believe it or not. The Scotty Tedderman, the
oh god, the chili episode. That was rough. How he did? Oh, his tears.
It's so sweet. But what was it when? What's another good one? I mean, they had just a lot of the good ones from like the first 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah,
those were probably some of the best. I mean, if we're talking about the episodes, we got to throw the movie in here.
Yeah, the movie's a good one.
The movie that's one of my favorites. I mean,
I love the movie. Jen says we're going to name our kid Trackster. Yours is named after a Ninja Turtle. Jethro and Michaela, that's it. Maud. Scott Tenorman must die. The WoW episode was a good one as well, and the fact that they had one of my favorite things is that they had Paul McCartney actually write a song for that, "Live to Win." Not Paul McCartney. It was one of the guys from Kiss.
Paul Stanley.
Paul Stanley. Thank you. What? Yeah, Paul Stanley.
And you're from the South. And you don't know.
I know Kiss. I just totally blanked.
I don't know if we can be friends now.
Classic or retail. Michaela, yeah, but I think me and Jen have actually talked about like using one of the characters from Final Fantasy VIII as a name, not Squall, but the girl, one of the girls from it, Eleni. And I mispronounced that so many years ago, and now I realize it was Eleni. That's one of the things we've talked about is like using that as a name. Just because it's such a pretty name. I never did beat that game recently in my playthrough because people got bored of watching it. So I was like, if they're bored of watching it, I'm not going.
And by the way, I was tempted today. I was at GameStop. The wife and I were at GameStop because I give my father out a coupon every month because I pay for the 1-year membership.
Yeah.
You get like a $5 coupon each month. So we're looking at some of the clearance stuff they had. They had a Peacemaker Funko Pop, so we got that, and
nice.
we got a the Miggs Mayfield from Mando.
Yeah.
They got the Black Series figure. Again, 50% off. Plus, I had my $5 coupon, so we got both those for 14 something.
That's not bad.
Oh, that's really good considering everything. But I also saw something. I was like, oh no, I shouldn't have seen that. They have PS5 in stock, $4.99. And it's starting to make me think, do I want to... Well, I could go ahead and trade in my PlayStation or my Xbox One. It's in perfect condition.
Yeah.
I figure, if anything, I'll probably get around maybe $220 if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
And then I have some Xbox games I could probably get like maybe $5 or so a piece on those. So, I mean, you figure ballpark maybe around maybe $260. So I just had to come up with the extra, like, another $250 plus tax. So I'm like, it's doable. It's doable. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's very doable.
To get a PS5 and that way I can kind of catch up on things because I mean there's a lot of games now that are coming out that aren't even playable on Xbox One.
Which ones?
Oh, Gotham Knights, believe it or not.
Really?
It is not playable on Xbox One. It's only supported by the new Xbox.
The One S.
Yeah. That's the Xbox X or the S or whatever they're calling it.
Yeah, the One X, One S.
Yeah, but it even tells me in the store it's not supportable on this game system.
That's sad.
But they have other new games that are coming out that are, which is I don't know how they come up with that, but I'm like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. But I get in a couple of years, Xbox One is going to be faded.
Jen said, "Stop giving people our names; they're going to take it."
You never thought Biscuit?
I'm not naming my kid Biscuit.
You can call
yeah, Berserker. Let me go ahead and do a full screen real quick, guys. So here's what we've gotten so far, Berserker. We've gotten the head and arms here. Now, I will say the arms on this are a little suspect. I will say they do feel a little loose, and I think it's just because of the plating on here. I've got the plating all over the place, and I think I need to take that apart and fix it. But really, it's just a simple, like, this is an aquatic kit anyway, so that armor is going to move around regardless. I've got the torso, the lower half of the body done, and I've gotten one leg done so far. I'm now starting work on the second foot, and that's going to take just a little bit of time to do. The feet on these aren't terrible. They're pretty simple to put together, and yeah, I love the color of this because it's an experimental suit. By the way, anytime you see experimental in a Zeon suit, it's always going to be you're going to get bits of red, gray, and white, or some black in there. You need to count carbs. Jen knows a horse named Biscuit. But that's what we've gotten done so far, Berserker, and it's a fun kit. This is a really easy kit to build. Like, I'm not struggling too much with this one. There are some parts here that do cause a little bit of struggle bus, but they're not major parts. Then it's something you can kind of work around real quick if you play around with it just for a little bit. The part, not it. Giggity. By the way, my Amazon suggestions, Dave, have been pretty interesting this past week. I have no idea why I'm getting Amazon suggestions that I'm getting, but I think it has to do with the fact that Christmas a few years ago, I bought someone a gag gift.
Okay.
And the gag gift was these little like squishy toys called Ding Dings.
Okay, you can stop right there.
Yeah.
And by the way, Brandon, Icebox.
Really? Brandon, what's going on, brother? How are you? Yeah, the colors are really good there, Berserker. I think you would like this one. What's going on, Brandon? How are you? Hope all is well. How's the coaching coming along? Guys, if y'all haven't checked out the amazing Icebox comics, he's one of my favorites. By the way, this is for if your dad's listening right now, Brandon. Come on! Oh, come on! There. That's for him. That's for him. I wanted to make sure he got that.
Awesome.
First game as a varsity basketball coach on Tuesday. Nice, brother. Congrats. You're gonna knock him out, man. And I mean that in the best way possible. Give him the old Bobby Knight approach. Just throw a chair out on the floor. They'll never know the difference. Sir Brandon. That's exciting, Brandon. I'm exactly, Rolando. I'm happy to hear that, man. All right, so we are in the process of building a leg, and I got sidetracked on what I was doing. There we go. I was trying to find the right runner. There we go. Oh, by the way, we are almost done with the B runner. I'll go ahead and cut out the pieces I need. That's 13. That's 14. I'll turn those upside down. And then we can go ahead and cut off these little. This is number 8. I'll put that up here because I know I'm going to need that here in a minute. And B runner is clear. And by the way, this kit has no weapons. There's only one accessory, and that's a backpack. And that's just because the Z-gok's in aquatic suit, so they don't require weapons.
Well, it's
everybody punch somebody. There you go. There you go. Brandon says, "Everybody punch somebody." Oh, by the way, Dave, I got to show you a kit real quick that I was looking at before.
Before I cash out in new type, okay.
Yeah. Here you go, Dave. The Frame Arms NSG 12 Alpha Kobold. So if y'all have never seen Frame Arms, they have some interesting kits out there. It kind of gives me like I want to use the legs off of it more than anything else.
I mean, it kind of has like a. You ever hear? You probably haven't heard of this movie, Robot Jocks.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah. And like how extended the arms are. Like they're all kind of like Cro-Mag arms, kind of primate, just kind of hanging down really low, and the knees are kind of like big, massive, and the legs are kind of hunched.
Yeah,
that's what I'm getting off of that.
By the way, guys, keep your eyes peeled on new type. They do a 24 days of Christmas where they give discounts. MM kits were super cheap right then. Oh God, it opened up. By the way,
I was going to ask you before.
Don't follow this up because Jen tried to buy some of these and they were like sold out. Apparently, she was trying to buy the new Witch from Mercury kits, and apparently they kept telling her some of them were sold out.
She's supporting your habit.
If anybody wants to get me anything, those two are hot on my list right now. Those two are super hot on my list. The Delanza and the Beggar Bayou. I don't know how you say it. Beggar Bayou. The new names are just killer. They're just killing me. But anyway, yeah, I was looking at new type and I saw those. Is it okay if I just give the heavy bag hell? Yes. I just punched myself. Duh. I know, Jen. It may have been one of those kits was sold out, or they didn't have them stocked right. They didn't have it like programmed right in the website.
Well, the one I was looking at was the HGUC 056 Gundam TR1 Hazel custom.
Yeah.
I just love the look of the legs, like with the. I guess those are like intake vents.
Yeah, it's more of a space unit.
Yeah, it looks really heavy, really bulky, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, I want to get a Hazel kit so bad, but I've been trying to not spend so much money lately.
The one I'm looking at here says $16.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just right now I've
Yeah.
been trying to buy for Christmas and trying to at least keep some money saved up.
Money, what's that?
Yeah, because I gotta get the house finished, and that's been one of my struggles lately, especially after changing jobs and all that. In the past year, I had to cut back on a lot of my spending because normally I would buy a kit a week or a kit a pay period. And it's been few and far between, and kind of a bummer. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean it's a trade-off with everything.
Yeah, I had to protect my health, But I do love what happened. I do love some of the interaction I got today as I was walking through the parade. Like I said, someone saw me and was like, "We want you back," and my boss was like, "Nope, can't have him. He's mine."
He was like, "Ha, he's mine."
And that's what I love is that they really do make me feel like I'm valuable there, All right. Let's go ahead and get these legs put together here. And I done forgot what. Okay, this is. I know which polycap this is. I was looking at it. I was like, oh god, I cut out the polycaps and forgot to put them down in a way that I would remember. But we got it. Okay, and then before I do that, let's put that little armor there, that little ankle shield on. We don't have much more left of this kit to do. I've got a couple of stickers there that I got to put on. Typical Zeon markings. But I love Zeon. It's such an interest. So let me put it this way: in watching as much of the Universal Century that I've watched, Zeon kind of interests me a little bit. They're not advocating now. Char gets a little weird.
Well, I mean, you've admitted, I think, on the last stream or a stream before that you agree with Char
to a degree.
With dropping colonies.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like dropping a colony would be okay. I'm not buying anything, Jen. I told you. Buying freeze is there still.
We'll see.
We got to fix the Hosu, everybody. The Hosu.
Jen, we're looking at new type for me, not for Aaron. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just showing everybody else the cool new type kits that they can get, and I'll never be able to have. So.
And then I click and buy one of the Witch for Mercury ones.
Yeah. I wish I could buy them right now, but they're $22 a piece, and
it adds up. I mean, once upon a time, $22 was kind of a big deal.
Yeah, and I mean, granted, right now with everything going on with this economy, it's kind of hard to
gas and everything. I mean,
gas prices shooting up and all that. I don't divulge. I don't dive into politics often, but that's. Because I found that it's a two-headed coin there, and that's all it is. Remember how Two-Face would always flip the double-headed coin?
Yep.
No matter who wins, we lose. It's just like AVP. The commercials for AVP. Whoever wins, we lose. All right, but again, no politics. I don't discuss it. So. I feel like political discussion nowadays can't be civil. So,
no, I mean, even if you try to say one little comment, someone's gonna just blow it out of proportion, or they feel a certain kind of way and they feel butthurt. I mean, yeah, when it comes to politics, people ask me, "Oh, have you seen this on the news?" And I say, "I don't watch the news. I don't."
Yeah, agreed.
Whether it's local or national, I just don't, because it's depressing no matter which way you go about it.
Yeah. Oh, I think I put these on backwards. That's okay. We can always rotate those legs. It doesn't matter. Oh, come on. Oh, God. The foot just fell apart on me. I'm sitting there trying to push the leg into place. And that polycap's just not there. It goes. It's sunk finally. And if y'all ever hear me say the term sunk, basically what I'm saying is that
It's sank.
Basically that the plastic sunk into that polycap. All right, there we go. Now we can go ahead and start putting the body together here.
It's time for Body by Aaron.
Why is that not working? Are you freaking kidding me? It's gonna be like just not wanting to go in place. Something's up. Something's not right here. There we go. That worked this time. The ball joint just wasn't set in place. All right, let me clean up that little bit of flashing there, and we're going to go ahead and start putting together the waist. So one of these is B8 and one of these is B7. Let me see how I can tell the difference.
Maybe I'll wait to order for tomorrow to see what tomorrow's special is.
Yeah, always keep your eyes peeled for the... You're trying to save up for a PS5. You want to play the new God of War, but I won't until I get a PS5. It's out for the PS4 as well, Brandon. Which kit would I recommend for a noob? Okay, let's go look at new type real quick. I can do this real quick to kind of show y'all some stuff because I'm almost done with this kit. So we'll go ahead and share the screen again. We'll go to a Chrome tab. All right. So model kits. We're going to go in here to entry grade. Entry grades are always a good start. I would recommend the RX-78-2. Anything entry grade here. So all of these are good. You also have some of these Pokemon kits, which are really easy to do. But if you're looking to get into Gundam and you want Gundam, the RX-78-2, the new Gundam, the GAT-X 105 Strike Gundam, or this entry grade with the full weapon set, which is just a few dollars more for bonus weapons. You get you get a bazooka here. Now with the entry grade Gundam, you do get like a couple of good things there, but most of these entry grade kits are based on like Pokemon, DBZ. We get some DBZ stuff here. Yeah. Common Rider's now got some entry grade stuff. Armorman, Ultraman Taiga. I want to get that right there. That looks really cool. That might actually be an Ultraman kit that I do pick up. You got some of these new basketball-based Pac-Man. There's Arceus, or Arceus, however you want to say it. But you got some good Pokemon kits here. You've got some Ultraman.
Maybe do they have any of the SDs? Because those should be, I would think, pretty comparable to entry grade, right? Or would you say
we can look at some of the SDs as well? I feel like that would be that's a good talk. That's a good point there, Dave. I appreciate that. Let me get these skirts put on while we load that up. It's already loaded, I know, but I wanted to get that skirt on there. All right, so you got some SD kits here as well. Some of these SD kits, don't worry about these frames here. These frames are for like if you're going to mod or do anything like that. But a lot of these SD kits are really easy too. That one right there is a little bit challenging. The Sinanju is a little bit of a test, but a lot of these SD kits are super easy to do, and they look really cool. I've got a ton of these, and they're great little stocking stuffers, great little kits you can build with your friends, or just have for a quick build. Say if I were to be running late and not able to really get a good build going, doing a couple of these would be good for like some time. And they, you got stuff like the blue. You got some of the kits here that you don't normally see suits of. Some of the suits you don't normally see kits of is what I should say. Gundam Aquarius, that looks really cool. I like this Wukong set. You can turn it into either one of those. You also have the. I'm not even trying to say it. Strike Freedom, but there are so many of these kits here that are really good. The FA, the Full Armor Gundam, but there's some Shin Getter, Mazinger. Some of these really cool kits. I've got this Kouldbayne here. That's a really cool one. Edward II. Yeah, you got, like I said, these new SDW Heroes kits are really cool looking. But those are also really good. As far as it goes, entry grade wise or HG, we can go look at some of the HG real quick. Anything real grade or master grade, stay away from. But here's some of the easy ones here. You've got the Gundam Revive, the Gun Tank, the Leo. I recommend all three of those as good starters. Heavy Arms is a good like if you've built some kits before, it's a good one. The Gun Cannon is a good one. Anything with Revive, I would recommend highly as being a good like starter. Sandrock is a good one. I like the Sandrock. Anything Gundam Wing related is good. Once you start getting into things like Gundam The Origin or IBO, as you see here, and some of these BB kits, the Battle Log kits, they can be a little bit of a test. That one's a test right there. But anything that you see like Beyond Global, here's a good one. Let's see. That ground type gem is an easy kit as well. Anything gem as well. Like if you see that GM or gem, that's always going to be easy. The Zaku's are good here. Zaku's are anything Zaku's pretty easy too. But yeah, there's plenty of good kits here I recommend. But anything, stay away from the Origin stuff if you're new, because sometimes they can be a little tricky. All right, we'll go ahead and stop sharing that now.
And as someone who's a casual builder myself,
yeah,
I always find it fun to now some of the Gundam series that Aaron's mentioned. Watch, I think I always have more fun building a kit from something I've watched. I just get more of a kick out of it.
Yeah, Jen says definitely not the one Aaron did a few weeks ago. Yeah, the hell with that kit. The hell with that kit. I've had people ask me if I was going to go back and rebuild it. I might come back to it later. It's still sitting over here in the chair. Like I haven't decided what to do with it yet. I might strap a bottle rocket to it and send it to space. Welcome. Yeah, there's Cotton. Cotton's still hanging out with us.
It's in the morgue.
Let's see. KBG suggested it. Yeah, I suggest a lot of these kits here. That's what Berserker just got Vader, and now he's hooked. Yep. Yeah. They're not too bad. They're not too difficult, though. I will say you will have to get your own toolkit for a lot of them. There was one that came with a kit at one point. By the way, guys, we have the suit put together now. So we're almost done with this kit. Again, I wanted to do a quick little tutorial session too. We can go look at some kits real quick and show you. I would say go on Amazon and look up the toolkit because that's what I bought was a basic Amazon toolkit, and these nippers have held on for a long time. Don't buy the expensive God hands because I don't recommend paying $50 for a pair of nippers that are going to break on me in a few years or break on me in a few builds. Jen says she's making a Gundam Builder's wife support group. So Dave, if Mrs. Dimensions needs to jump in on that, please let us know.
No, she's fine because she's got her own addiction. She's into Legos. Right now on her Facebook, she's been posting pictures of Lego ornaments that she's been
Freya's going to build too. Nice.
Uh-oh. There you go.
Anytime you need help, Kat, shoot me a message. I'll be glad to kind of help you look through some things here. I did the same, Dave. Watched a review on all the ones we grabbed. Yeah, so watching the reviews are good too. I've got a few tutorials up as well, so if y'all have questions, go check them out. All right, it's time to put the backpack on this sucker. Oh wow, one of those legs is kind of.
Yeah, like your what is it? Do you have a building basics or the basic explanation of the various grades of Gundams?
Yeah. There was one for the various grades.
Because I have to rebuild my links.
And they're all in a playlist. It's called Gunpla Primer. Y'all can go check that out, and it's got all of the things you'll need to know about like getting started. But I mean, if y'all would like to have more like a Q&A session about Gunpla at any point in time, let me know. I'll set up a stream for that because I've been doing this now for well over 20 years. Wow. It's hard to believe.
God, you're old.
Well, I mean, I was doing it back in the day when they used to pop those commercials up about what level you were. Level 4 Gunpla builder or a level 4 Zaku, and I'm like, there's no levels. Doesn't say anything on the box. But I got what they were trying to say there is like how complicated was your build. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the final piece of the runner here. And with that, our stream will come to an end kind of early tonight. Wow. Oz, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. Dropping by to say hi. I got to get you on a build one night, Oz. We got to get you on here to build. Oz is one of my local builders, guys. We have a build group. We haven't met in a while, just because that was shall not be named. Did a lot of damage to our build time. But then our local building location closed down on top of all that. Not only from that, but just, there was so much going on with the owner that we just, and a lot of us kind of like went our own way and have been doing our own things. You'll see Neo Hellkite pop in here sometimes. Alan is a good one. Magical Nico Notes was another member of this, and now we got Oz. There was another guy, Joey, who was part of the group. He does photography. And he does a lot of like good like model photography. So like he used to do a lot of photography with his Gunpla builds. All right. And with that, guys, we are now putting the backpack on, which is a standard aqua backpack for Zeon. They usually have this weird antenna here for radar and communication purposes. And then you have this fancy backpack, which just slides right in like that. And the ZGok is done.
Ain't you just fancy?
There's the ZGok, ladies and gentlemen. We are going till 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and full screen mine real quick. Dave, how's your build coming along?
I got the leg going on. I'm about to start second leg here.
All right. Well, let's see. I think I've got a couple of stickers I got to throw on real quick.
And as you said, there's no weapons on that one.
Yeah, there's no weapons on the ZGok. The ZGok itself doesn't have hands to hold weapons. But we've got a couple of stickers that I didn't see getting listed to be put on. But we'll put them on anyway. And I'm glad there's no water slide decals on the water kit. This would be a good kit to throw in like an aquarium build.
I've seen some people post on Instagram. They've stuck Gundams in. Like they actually have like algae and stuff.
Yeah. Like me and Berserker were talking about it a little bit. He's actually thinking about doing one. And I was like, that's really cool, man. That would be awesome. And just the fact that y'all are coming to me and giving and telling me your ideas as well, I love that. I love that y'all actually have ideas for stuff. We gotta get you on here. Yeah, I can hang on for a little while longer. Hey, Chanty, what's going on? How are you? That means it's after dark, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all haven't checked out Scarif After Dark, go check her out. She is so much fun. I enjoy that. I know everybody talks about the strawberry.
I still have not seen it, so
it's amazing. She is the strawberry eating champion. All right, and the final thing we're going to do is we're going to put on a couple of decals here, and I'll show you all these decals in detail.
Decals in detail.
There we go. And I found the easiest way to kind of flatten out those decals is use the handle of my tweezers.
Yeah, I
just kind of like
I gotta get them on there. I misplaced my tweezers.
Oh, that's not good, Dave.
And my files.
But there's the decals, guys. Look at the mono eye on this. I love this. It is a clear plastic piece, which is very much more fun for me than the stickers like you would see on most mono eyes up here.
Do you know what that reminds me of?
What's that?
Did you ever watch She-Ra?
No, I sadly did not. I never got into that.
the spin-off of He-Man, because Hordak, which was the big bad, which was like her Skeletor, he had all these villains, and they kind of look like this kind of mobile suit that you built.
All right, Chanty, I'm gonna need to get you on the stream and watch you destroy crab legs. We'll do a crab leg video one day. We'll just do a crab leg stream. How about that? I want some crab legs. I hadn't had crab legs in forever, but I love them, but yeah, Dave, I never did get much into like He-Man and She-Ra. So
let me share this with you real quick.
Yeah, definitely.
This is what the toy looked like originally. And
It does kind of, it kind of gives me that vibe a little bit. It does have some, well, which came first, the Gundam or the He-Man?
I'm going to say the Gundam. I'm going to say Gundam predates this because this would have been like 87.
Yeah,
and obviously
so
the Zaku's are yeah.
Let me see. That's when this one first. That's when the Z-gok first showed up. That was called War in the Pocket. It was 89 through. It was August of 89, and it was 6 episodes. I want to see War. I need to watch War in the Pocket, but I heard it's really sad. Like there's some death in there that just.
Is it gonna compare it to IBO?
No, because it's only like 6 episodes, but there's a whole lot of like. There's just a really sad ending there that really hurts, and the main character isn't related to Gundam, isn't related to the Federation or to Zeon. He's a kid, and it's kind of a sad story in the long run. But again, guys, look at the detail in this real quick. I'm gonna be doing a full review here next Sunday morning. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. The review for the Bond doc popped up earlier today. It was around 3 o'clock, but unfortunately I wasn't able to really kind of get a good review up, or I wasn't able to put the review up earlier because I had totally forgot to do. I didn't forget, but I just ran out of time to film it over the weekend, so I had to film it like last minute. Let me see if I can get that. I might have to probably glue some parts here. They're just more like detail pieces, but every time I move the arm, it kind of one of the detail pieces on the arms is a little bit flaky. I don't like that. But this is an older kit. This is definitely a 0080 kit, as I can tell, because they are older and more detailed. To lay it on its back, though, I'm going to have to take the backpack off, because that antenna right there, when I built the ZGok, it's the same backpack. The same exact backpack for the ZGok, and it's that antenna will pop. That antenna will break easy. So I want to take that off real quick. You're chilling and watching the OC. You haven't watched it since it was on in 2003.
Oh God,
it's uber dramatic. You watched it because one of the characters is a nerd, and you were super in love with him. So much drama. Rolando says hey to Shanty as well. But guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, we are at 16 likes so far. So we didn't get our 30 likes tonight. We didn't get it, but again, I started late, so I'm not too worried about that. We did, however, have a pretty good view rate, guys. So y'all are killing it tonight. I appreciate you. But while we're sitting here, since I've had a few questions about like getting started with Gunpla, I'll show y'all a few things here real quick. Let's open up a Chrome tab here. And again, some of the kits I would recommend are the Leo would be a good first starter because it's a super easy kit to build. There's not a lot of tiny parts except for like maybe right up here in the chest. In fact, we'll go and look at that one real quick. Like right up here in the chest are a couple of tiny pieces here. It's not a hard kit to build. It doesn't take a long time, and it's a wing. It's from the Wing Zero line or the Wing line. So the Gundam Wing line is usually pretty good. See, these are some of the things you can do with Leos too. I love this. Like this right here, this weathering is by far one of my favorites. Like the amount of detail they put into it to make it look rusty and just worn down after a major battle. You know, that's still really cool. And it looks like they use some of the diorama effects there too from a couple of other things. But yeah, that's one thing you can do. If you're looking to get into things as well, the entry grade series is good. Let me go to Amazon real quick, and I'm afraid to. So let me pull up Amazon on another tab here, and I'll switch over to toolkit. So one of the best toolkits I can recommend early on. I paid for this one something like this right here starting out, and I'll share it. Let me swap my screen over to this tab. This toolkit right here is the one I have. It's sort of like this one right here. It's not exactly this one, but you got so many different tools here in this, and it comes with a little case there, so that's good. But I actually have this one now. This is the one I actually do have, and I like this one. It's a lot better because it comes with this mat here, which is the mat that I use now. It's not a big mat, but you can also pay a little more and get the hand drill as well, which I need to get me a good hand drill eventually. But it also comes with a liner marker as well, so you can do your panel lining, things like that. Just a really nice all-around kit right here. This is probably your best kit for what you're paying for because you're getting everything there, including the 44-piece set. The Gundam markers you can buy Gundam markers anywhere though. But this is probably the best toolkit for the price you're going to pay at $27. You're getting all of these tools. But literally, if you're wanting to start out, this is all you need right here. A pair of tweezers and a pair of nippers there. An X-Acto knife would be nice. You really don't need it. Get you a good file. If you got any kind of emery board, that'll work as well. So super easy to get started with. 16 likes, but I saw you. It is a shame on them, Jen. Tiny pieces? Yes, very tiny pieces. Everybody saying, hey, I appreciate that's what I love about this community. Now, getting back to what I was talking about here with the entry grade kits, if you're not into Gundam, they have other entry grades like Kirby, like Pokemon. If you're not into all of that, they have Doraemon. Pac-Man has a kit. Dragon Ball Z. We've got Kamen Rider, which I really want this Kamen Rider. I want this Ultraman right here. That's what I want right there. You've got some of these new basketball team Pac-Man, which are really good. I've seen a lot of people talking about those and how much they like them. There's not a whole lot of teams out there for the basketball ones yet. They're working on releasing more as we go. But entry grades are a good start out as well. Some of these HGs are really good. Like I said, you get into the HG stuff. Stay away from the Nightingale until you're ready for it. That is a huge kit and a huge price tag. I actually have that one. The gun tank is good. The RX-78-2 is always a good starter. The Leo. IBO kits are kind of a bit of a work. So the Barbatos is definitely more advanced for an HG. I do like the heavy arms, although that's going to take a little while. The gun cannon's also a good one as well. So make sure y'all check out that gun cannon. That's a good starter kit. Like I said, anything IBO build battle log is also going to be a little bit more advanced. The Gundam Sandrock is a good starter as well. I do like that one. There's not a whole lot of tiny pieces with that, and I love Sandrock. It's one of my favorites from the Wing series. The Zaku's. Anything you see that says Revive here, like you see this Revive on the right, that's a good one. Any of the Revive kits are based off of some of the older kits out there. So like Hyaku Shiki's a good one. Trying to see if there's anything else here that really kind of screams to me that says this is Zaku 1 Sniper. I want that. That's all. As you can see, if you see any little black heart here, that's on my wish list there. That Hazel. Let me put that Hazel on my wish list. I don't think I have that yet. The Wing Zero is a fun one to build. I like that one. Kouldbayne wasn't bad. It's a little more advanced though because of the rounded edges and things. But the Rambaral Bugu is a good one. Just there's so many out here you can try out and build. But yeah, so that's really good. There's a z-gok. That's an interesting suit. I kind of want to get that now because I'm loving these mono eyes, the kits that have one eye. But these this is a good one right here, the Jupitive. The Build Divers kits are really easy as well. Let's see. I'm trying to find something else here that might scream more of a good to get started. Core Gundams. Core Gundams are super tiny, like probably half the size of this. So you probably get up to about here, but they're really good. Maybe a little bit taller, maybe about right there. But they're really small, but you use them in these Build Divers, in some of the Build Divers bases there to make some really good suits. I definitely need to get me a Zaku one at some point because I love the Zakus. This is one of so here's one of the kits I want to get, and this is a massive mobile armor known as the Psycho Gundam. It's actually the tallest Gundam in the series in the Universal Century. It literally is a huge, giant flying fortress, and that's what it looks like in its transformation mode there, guys. So really a massive suit. It comes from the Zeta line. It's actually the big bad in Zeta. So one of the big Titan suits there. But that's a good kit that I want to get eventually. It's expensive though. It's $61. That's a really big price. But you're paying for something about the size of a it's I want to say it's I'm trying to see how tall it is. It is in an MG sized box. Same dimensions as the Freedom 2.0, so of course the big boy is more pricey. So that's what someone said. But yeah, really a massive kit there, and I definitely want to get that. I'll add to my wish list however much I want, Jen. You can't tell me what to do. But Dave, you still with us?
Still here.
Okay, yep. I didn't hear your amazing voice. I was like, where's Dave? Where hath Dave gone?
No, I was letting the Gundaimyo have class.
Ah. Well, I appreciate that, Dave, but you can always chime in anytime, man. It's okay. You are a pilot of the hangar. Duffman, have a good night, brother. Thank you for being here.
So I'm going to stop right here. We still have there's the crotch and of course the wings itself.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
the
zoom in
weapons.
on you there.
So I'll be doing that.
Did it have you build the wings?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. It had you build the suit. Okay.
Yeah, it had me build the suit and the legs. I mean, look how massive the legs are. Obviously, to the rest.
Yeah.
Of the Gundam itself.
So that was the funny thing about the wing series is it was. Oh, Duffman asked about the one with the giant axe. I gotta go back and look then, but let's go back and look. Giant axe. I'm looking.
Of course, I have the this one for. I still have this one to build because I still have the massive. I forgot what scale was RG maybe.
Yeah.
The version of this, so I'll have both versions. But I plan to definitely weather this one. I might do some weathering on this one. I don't know yet.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna share my screen one more time because Berserker asked a question. That is the Zaku 2 Ortega Custom. So this is from the Origin. This is one of the Tri-Stars.
That's a big axe.
Yeah, he's one of the Black Tri-Stars, which is one of the big members of the. This is like one of the special forces there. From the Origin. So there you go, guys. It comes with, Dave, look at this.
Oh geez.
Effects parts. They're throwing in effects parts.
And how much is that?
$27. That's not bad if it comes with
Where's this on new type?
New type. Alright, let me stop sharing it though. But that's what that is. That's the Ortega. Buying.
Not to be confused with the shells.
Brandon, have a good night, brother. Thank you so much for dropping in tonight.
Yeah, Brandon, take care.
That's definitely a buyer there, Berserker. I would definitely recommend that one because if it comes with effects parts. But guys, before we go, I want to do a quick roundtable. Dave.
Yes, sir.
What have you got planned for this week? And here's Dave's link, ladies and gentlemen. Go check him out. Dave, let's see how close you are to.
I'm at 813.
813.
And which is held throughout the weekend, so
that's
safe to say
amazing.
We're staying there. Yeah, 813. Dimensioners, as some of them like to be called. Actually, this week I am going to be editing a video probably right after this. About actually, it's going to be a tech video about the new 3. Let me see if I can get this out there. I don't think my camera will reach. There we go. I have a nice 3 monitor mount, and you really can't see the wires. The only wires you're seeing is the arm for my ring light and the wire for that power from it. All the other wires are encased right in here. So if you're looking for something for zero cable management for your monitors, that's what I'm gonna do this week. I'm probably gonna do another unbox of. I still have a ton of. I got Power Rangers. I have Black Series. I have a ton of stuff I still have yet to unbox. So I'll probably drop one of those videos this week as well. So that's about it. I don't know if I'll do a live this week because I was pushing the other stream, the Toys for Tots stream, and I think this week I might just take Thursday off and help pop up in everyone else's streams. I gotta redevelop all my links all over again.
Well, get with Jen. She can share you she can share you the list.
Well, I have the last time she sent me that list, and if she has an updated list, it'd be great if she can send that to me because I'm going to try and alphabetize it because I'm just one of those people.
Oh yeah, that's always good, man. That's always great.
But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with Dave's Dimension. Next weekend I'm going to be MIA because I'll be out of town. I will be back Sunday though.
Awesome.
So
I'll be glad to have you back in here in the hangar.
Yeah, so that's really all that's really going on. Not a whole lot this week.
All right. Well, Dave, as always, you were always welcome in the hangar, man. You're one of my favorite pilots. Don't tell everybody else, but you're one of my favorites.
No. I might do a Filmora tutorial though for beginners.
I would like that, Dave, because if you've learned some secrets that I need, I'm definitely gonna be hitting you up.
So because a lot of people have been commenting on it. I'm like, I'm not anything special, to be perfectly honest. It's kind of cut and paste. So if you're not someone if you haven't done Photoshop, you haven't learned, was it DaVinci Resolve or any of the other stuff, Filmora it makes it just kind of click and point and bam, it's there.
Yeah.
And they have most of the scenes are already pre-made. So I'll probably do that sometime this week.
That's awesome, Dave. I love that. Dave, Jen says she can update the thing for you she can update the list for you this week, just a reminder. And she also says if you alphabetize it, you can send it back to me.
Of course.
As always, Dave. Guys, if you haven't already, like I said, go check out Dave's Dimensions. One of my favorite people and just a great YouTuber altogether. Yep. He's our Buffalo Ghostbuster Supreme. So if you ever need a ghost busted, he's got the proton pack ready. He'll come to you. For a price, of course. It ain't cheap. By the way, Chanty says she loves your green lighting on the keyboard.
Well, you got to have green lighting on the keyboard. Green lighting everywhere. Little homage to our fallen ranger, Jason David Frank. But I've always been a green person, so.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. Let's see. Jen says hers is in order of appearance. Dave is awesome. Everyone in MLA is awesome. That's right. Yep. Everyone in the Monkey Lizard Army is awesome. Everybody saying have a good night to Dave. Dave, again, thank you so much.
Anytime. And you guys have yourself a great week. And of course, I'll see you in your streams Monday. Is it Monday, Thursday, and Friday?
Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Yep. Those are my stream dates.
So catch you guys later.
Yep. Catch you later, Dave. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time for our grand finale here. I want to thank y'all. Ooh, God, I'm really close to y'all. I'm so sorry. Y'all don't need to be that close to my old ugly mug. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for tonight's stream. I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you comment and subscribe. Y'all can follow me on my socials. There is a link tree in the description below to take you there, as well as to my merch shop where you can snag some KBG merch to help support the channel. I'm not wearing it tonight. I'm wearing my Guar shirt. But, guys, go check out the merch shop. Snag you some KBG merch. It helps me buy my Gundams, guys. It helps me buy the materials I need to do everything for the channel. That way I'm not having to spend extra money for myself. It's coming from the channel. Also, guys, go check out my wonderful sponsor, Dubby. Dubby makes an amazing energy drink like the Beach and Peach here. So if you're a fan of peach-flavored things, this is the one you're going to want. It's very delicious. 0 calories, 0 sugar, and just all together, chef's kiss. Some of the best energy drink I've ever had. No jitters. It's got a patented neurofactor that helps me focus. So like when I'm doing my Gundam builds here, guys, when I want to build something like the ZGok, literally I'm focused on it. I don't get distracted. I don't feel like I'm about to drop parts everywhere. it makes it super easy to do. In fact, it's focusing me back on the kid again. I saw something that I messed up on, so I wanted to fix it. There we go. But as you can see, I'm focused on it. Guys, check it out. It's very delicious. Yes, tomorrow night's stream will be at 8 p.m. Eastern, guys. And I'll be playing with Berserker, as Freya said right there. We're gonna be playing some Warzone. Might even do some Modern Warfare 2, like team deathmatch, something like that. We'll find something fun to do. But guys, go check out my wonderful sponsor, Dubby, and make sure you use the coupon code Kouldbayne for 10% off your purchase, guys. Again, that is Kouldbayne for 10% off any purchase of Dubby. That is Kouldbayne for 10% off. But anyway, comrades, that's it for today's video. I want to thank you, our stream. I want to thank y'all so much for watching. Have a good night. Much love. And das Vidanya. And as we're getting ready to leave, I want to thank my members here. We've got Berserker Bloodline. We've got Freya's Chosen One. We've got Sleeping Collectibles, Tau Arts Gamers, Blue Harvest Collectibles, or Blue Harvest Toys. And let's see, Troy Samia. I guess I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I meant to do this right before we got out of here, guys, but there are so many amazing members here. I'm trying to get back to my list here. But Duffman, Doppeldraken, Ricardo, Darth Muzza, 1000th Ghost, William H. Grimsley. Thank you all for being amazing members and helping support the channel. You guys rock. Good night, everybody.